Hello everybody. Hello, hang on a second. Let's go on to the podcast screen, otherwise you're not going to be able to see us.
Ah, no!
I have just realised that for some reason it's using last week's thumbnail.
Oh, fudge monkeys.
I've just changed it, but for some reason, it's using last week's still.
Rude little gat.
Well, it's changed on my screen anyway. Hello everybody.
Hey, hello. Hey, Chaz. And hey, Trial Captain Ad.
Hello.
How is it? How is everybody?
Discord hasn't been notified either. Bloody Discord. Terrible.
That's what I was just doing a second ago, was putting it on Discord.
For God's sake.
We're real professionals up in here, guys.
We got some good questions on Discord today as well, guys.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got 5.
Awesome. That is what we like to see.
Awesome.
Give us the content so we don't have to make our own.
Yeah. Please talk to me because we can't think of anything. But,
oh, damn.
I hope everyone's had a great weekend. The break this weekend was terrible.
The what this weekend?
The
break. The break. Oh no, I completely missed it.
I know you did, you naughty girl. You had a punt
I'm
as well.
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. I'm such a twat.
No, that's okay. I'm not gonna lie. The pulls were bloody awful.
What was your best pull in the box?
Maybe like an Urshifu VMAX. It wasn't a good box.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's not a good box.
Wasn't.
Oh no.
There was quite a few like Urshifu VMAXs, and I think someone got a fault. I didn't get anything, but like saying it like I keep them. I think there was a Fallout trainer that was pretty sick.
Oh, there you go. All right then.
Was
Fallout
cool.
Trainer and a couple of Urshifu VMAX. That's not too bad. That's
It's too bad. But...
bad at all. All right, who else we got? Trial Captain Ad. All good, thanks. How are you both? Nice day, I have to say. Enderlemon, hey, how you doing? Enderlemon joined me on my their Amigo Dio's friend. They joined me on my stream for the first time last night.
Oh, amazing!
So,
nice to
hey.
meet you. Thank you for coming.
And Ryan, hi! I finally get to see you guys live on my day off. Yay! Thank you for joining us, Ryan. I'm so glad that you chose to spend some of your day off with us. That is a huge privilege.
I'm just putting in Dio's Discord as well.
Ah, nice, good
If
idea.
that's okay with Dio.
I'm sure it will be. He has a whole thing recommended to people's promotions and such. Sure, it'll be good. But yeah, no, I hope everybody's had a good week. I'm coming into this week pretty much completely blind, apart from the title.
Yeah, no.
Apart from what we've got in the title, I'm pretty much blind on all of this. So,
To be honest with you, I was blind until about last night.
sitting there at 2 a.m. like, I need content.
It's not even that, but yeah, yeah, a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm just sharing the video.
It's cool. Do not worry. Ryan
So,
says, I've got nothing else to do, so why not?
it's a lovely day outside, to be fair. I've been building a pond in my garden.
Hey,
Well, I say
oh my
building, I've
god,
been digging a hole.
so exciting though.
Yeah, no, it'll be good when it finishes. At the moment, it looks like an outhouse is going to be there.
What size? Like a smallish pond or a large one?
Like not too big, but not too small. Not a puddle, but like not like the whole garden. Because I've only got like a little garden.
Like a 4 foot, 3 foot malarkey?
Like a 4 or 5 foot one. Like
Nice,
long
a decent
wise.
size. Yeah.
Long wise. So yeah, not nice size. Not. I'm really into, as you know, I'm really into my fishing. So.
Oh
at
yeah,
the
of
moment,
course you
I'm
are.
very sad because I can't go. So I'm not that I'm going fishing in a garden pond, but I miss
You
being
don't-
by the water, so I thought I'm gonna put a pond in my garden.
What kind of fishies are you gonna get?
Oh, nothing fancy. I'm just gonna have some goldfish or some shabumpkins, which are basically goldfish, but like they're like got patches on all over them.
Oh, those ones. Yeah, all right. I know
Yeah,
them.
they're just some nice.
Something pretty to look at that isn't quite as expensive as a koi.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I would love kois, but it sounds really mean, but I can't justify that much money for something that's just gonna die.
Amazing.
I know people collect koi, and there's a lot of really big people into it, especially like the Japanese koi. They're like really expensive.
How much is a koi?
Very expensive. A little koi like this is about £20.
Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, okay. How long do they live for?
Kois can live to about 25 years old.
It's longer than a dog.
Oh goodness, yeah. Well, goldfish and I mean, I don't know whether you realise this, but goldfish, you eat the ones that you see at the fair and in a tank in your pet shop and your pets at home. They can live to be 25.
Did not know that at all.
They can.
They can, if their owners are good.
Yeah, they can. But the thing is with goldfish and things, a lot of people don't realise how big they can grow. So goldfish can be like this big.
No, I used to have a little pond when we're in the house where me and my mum grew up, and we had goldfish in there, and they were very, very sweet and surprisingly large, if I remember rightly. They were about that big. They were quite chunky. They were chunky boys. Anyway, we're off topic before we even began. That is a new record.
There's a cute bird outside as well. Outside there. Sorry, I'm just looking outside. So clear skies today. It's the first time I've seen blue sky in ages.
Oh dear. No, I know, right? Anyway, what's the big news, Joey?
There's no huge news, and we will talk about things one by one, but I thought I'd start with something that I don't think anyone's going to have known.
Ooh.
So Animal Crossing had another update,
Yeah.
and they had something called Open Gardens, and it was a shop that appeared in Animal Crossing where you could buy garden stuff.
Oh, I did not know that. No.
No, I didn't either until I was looking up Animal Crossing news. So, and there was a thing called Nature Day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Where everyone got some bushes and trees and planted.
Oh, that is like an actual day in the real world. It's not just an Animal Crossing thing.
Yeah,
Nature Day.
So usually there is, of course, in Animal Crossing, there's actual life events are usually in the game.
Yeah.
Especially recently as well, with you not being able to go out and stuff.
We need these events, Animal Crossing. We need them.
Okay, so we got quite a few comments today. We've got a very vocal bunch today. Very good.
Yay!
So,
it's a lot of highs.
There's a lot of highs.
It's a lot of highs. It's Neil saying hi evening, guys and girls. Evening, Neil.
Is it classic?
Simon. I guess so, technically. I don't know what time evening officially begins.
5 or 6, isn't it? Anyway, good evening.
Yeah. Simon says high quality H2O. Amy says, hey guys.
Hello,
And
Amy.
Mr. Billy Bubb says, Pokemon cracking down on what?
Ooh, going in with the big guns straight away with that question.
Ooh.
So, Mr. Billy, we will get to that. I've got basically a whole script of news to read out for you today, guys.
Yeah.
And
Neil, we will also get to that.
We'll get to Pokemon. Don't worry, guys. Oh, you guys are a hungry bunch today. I love it.
Let us get through the Nintendo stuff first.
Yes. So basically, there was an Animal Crossing Nature Day. Did you know that existed?
No, I had no idea. But I haven't played Animal Crossing in ages, so.
To be fair, me neither. But I like Animal Crossing. It ate away my life for a good couple of weeks and a good couple of months for Lindsay. She turned my beautiful island paradise into like a big Halloween goth fest.
I love it.
Skeletons and stuff everywhere. I went on and I was like, Lindsay, it's Christmas. Why is there skeletons everywhere?
Oh my god, yeah. Do you guys have one Switch that you share?
Yes.
That is like legit one of the reasons why I stopped playing, because all of a sudden one day I had to share it with Mikey and we were like, no.
Yeah. So,
oh my god.
But yeah, no, I again really sad. I really liked Animal Crossing because I like the like home build, but not as in depth as like Sims wise. Not into that whole stuff. But I like fishing and stuff, and obviously the game has fishing and stuff like that, and the seasons changed and the fish changed. So that's one of the reasons why I bought Animal Crossing, and then Lindsay had never played it. So I was like, oh, it's like a child version of Sims. It's like Sims but for kids. And Lindsay loves Sims, so she was like, yep, let's play it. I played it, got the island looking relatively okay. It looked a bit like, you know, poor in comparison with the people with mansions and everything that spend hundreds and hundreds of hours on it.
Got these island tours.
Yeah, these island tours that are ridiculous. But yeah, no, I played it for a little bit, and then Lindsay completely stole it, and I've never got it back since. But yeah, Animal Crossing had a nature day. So, and you're in Animal Crossing apparently now, and I can't confirm this, but in Animal Crossing there is basically a shop dedicated to now buying garden stuff.
Pretty cute. I like that.
Like bushes and trees and things like that.
All that jazz.
Yeah. So that's that. Okay. So
next up.
Non-Nintendo, but I still wanted to bring this up because I found this really interesting because, again, I didn't actually know. So, obviously, you hear Microsoft have bought Bethesda.
Which monkeys? Oh, are you... Yeah. Sorry.
So, yeah, Microsoft bought Bethesda. People are panicking, by the way, about that, but that's another story.
They?
Yeah, because obviously they don't want Skyrim and the next Elder Scrolls games to be exclusively for Xbox, which I can't see them doing because they bought, is it Mojang for Minecraft? And they put Minecraft on the PlayStation, so I don't think they'll do that personally. But anyway, so apparently Microsoft secretly tried to buy Square Enix as well.
I have heard this, that Square Enix, whichever, is up for sale.
Yeah. So
oh my god,
Square Enix has come out and said it's not for sale.
Oh, thank God. Oh my god. I was so worried when
they came out in a statement and were like, yeah, don't believe what you read, we're not for sale.
Oh, thank God, because that would have I would have had a heart attack.
Whether that's, you know, paper talk and it's not for sale and Square Enix have actually come out and said that, I'm not sure, but apparently Microsoft are trying to buy Square Enix, basically, or Square Enix.
I mean, can't blame them, but it's it's like the equivalent of trying to buy the Japanese Disney.
Yeah.
Like, chances of you succeeding, fairly slim.
It's like, you know, I heard back in the day that Nintendo were... Like, it was either Microsoft or Sony were trying to buy the rights to Nintendo games so they could get Mario on their consoles, and Nintendo basically laughed at their offer.
I think I remember that. Now. Yeah, like we're talking, what you talking, like 2002 kind of era, aren't you? Yeah.
Got hysterically laughed at.
Yeah, I remember.
And I could imagine them all, like Miyamoto sat in the office and being like, they've actually tried to buy us. Yeah, so he's a bit of a character like that. So
yeah.
But yeah, so they have announced that they're not for sale, and they're not. The Microsoft are failing basically at the moment.
Well, good.
Yes, good. Next news: CD Projekt Red came out and shared its sales for Cyberpunk. And its sales for basically the here is when Cyberpunk is released, and this is now.
Okay.
So they released their sales from here to here, and they have reported a $304 million profit.
Even with all the refunds.
Even with all the refunds.
That's a lot of profit, with all the fucking
record for them.
Oh my god. To be fair, if you got a hold of a PS5, I hear it is very good.
Yeah, on PS4 though it's unplayable apparently. I mean, I don't actually own the game because I thought to myself, well, hang on a minute, a lot of people are saying it's really buggy, wait for the updates and stuff. Usually now I'm quite scared to buy a game off the bat unless I know it's going to be bloody fantastic or it's free.
So Lindy, my my housemate, the person that actually owns the house,
Yes.
is she bought it originally for PS4,
Yes.
and then you got a free upgrade to PS5 if you were upgrading to PS5.
I heard
so
that.
that's what she did. And she was all right with PS4. It was a bit buggy, but it wasn't unplayable. It was just, you know, the stuff that happens where it's kind of funny. It's so bad.
Yeah. Like Skyrim. Yeah.
She said that kind of stuff happened, but it didn't put her off actually playing the game and enjoying the game. And then it was just like, and then cause the free upgrade anyway, she was just like incredibly happy when she got her PS5, and then she could play it with like top tier graphics.
Yeah.
So, to my knowledge, it didn't hinder her in any way, shape, or form.
To be honest with you, I haven't played the game. I've watched the hilarious reviews on it, but
I have to.
I haven't played the game. It's a game that I would definitely like to play. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of The Witcher, but I do like open world games. So obviously, like your Skyrim, which I know is a very easy to play open world RPG. It's very open and it's made so everybody can play it, and I quite liked that because I'm a bit of a simpleton and I like simple games.
Yeah.
I like games that I can sit there, I can play, and if they can if they rack my head a little bit, that's fine. But I don't want to sit there and figure out how to play for an entire day. Do you know what I mean? Like The Witcher's quite complicated in that sense because it can be very in depth.
I've not actually played The Witcher. Mikey and Lindy have played it, but I've watched them play it, but I haven't actually played it myself.
It's got a huge following. People
I know.
Love it, but for me, I can't get into it because it's very, very. It's not a case of, you know, it's not a case of like Skyrim where it's very simple. It's a case of like healing. You got to like meditate to heal and save, and it's very strange.
I'm a big fan of the Netflix show. That's about as far as it goes.
I watched about half of the next Netflix Witcher, and it was okay. I was like, this is okay. I wouldn't say this is groundbreaking, but.
No, not at all.
Because a lot of people were like, "This is the best thing you've ever seen, ever."
Like,
it's okay.
It was. There was one particular character, and I can't even remember her name, but she's that main girl with like the dark hair and stuff, and she had like the deformities at first, and then she became like this. Fudge monkeys. Her.
God,
what the hell is her name? I found her character just so annoying. Annoying.
I found a character annoying before, and then afterwards I was like,
oh my god.
You've gone from being this like kind of annoying character to now you are just get out of my face.
Yeah, I enjoyed the rest of the show completely apart from her.
Yeah. You know, she's from Wolverhampton.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's a bit of random fact that, like, I found out she's from Wolverhampton. Because I couldn't quite figure out her accent, because her accent sounds British. But I was like, where? Because it doesn't sound like generic, la-di-da British, like, but it sounded
good old
like...
British tip-top lads.
Yeah. So I googled where is she from, and she's from Wolverhampton.
No way.
Which is just down the road from where I basically grew up. I mean, I don't live there anymore. Wolverhampton's still only about an hour away from me, but yeah, like...
It's like true Midlands, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like Midlands. That's like if you go too far into it, they start talking, oh, you know it. I'm allowed to say that, by the way, I'm a Brummie.
Because he's from there.
Yeah, I'm allowed to say that. I just didn't catch the accent because I had no friends, so... Okay, so...
Sorry, we got really distracted again.
Yeah,
anyway, I'm just going to read some comments real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh dear, right, hang on a second. New McDonald's promo. Nice, says Ender Lemon. Yes, we will get there, do not worry. And then they're basically talking about Big Macs and amongst themselves.
I do like a Big Mac.
Ender Lemon, bro, Microsoft really need to... Ender Lemon says, bro, Microsoft really do be trying to ruin all our good stuffs. Dio, what's up? Thanks for joining.
Dio, thank you for letting me share my thingy, your Discord as well, by the way. Thank you.
Poppin' peeps, how am I doing? That was perfect. And Chaz says Midlands for life. Sorry.
I absolutely love our chat section for these. They're so funny.
You guys crack me up.
Yeah, absolutely crack me up. So yeah, not next one. Do you want to hear a funny one?
Go on.
COD players are absolutely fuming
Wait, why?
because they've introduced a new fully automatic pistol that is OP in their game. So,
Fantastic.
I don't know whether you know, but back in the day on like Call of Duty 4, the first Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, there was this thing called a modded controller, and it's where, because you used to have to do this, like when you're holding the controller, you used to have to do this, and the pistol go pew, 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 pew. Well,
yeah, I hate the guns that run like that in games. Yep, okay.
The modded controller had a switch on the bottom of the controller, and then all you'd have to do is hold down the trigger, and it just go. And the pistol would be like fully automatic. Well, there is a new pistol in Warzone that is that.
It is an automatic pistol.
It's a fully automatic pistol, and it's about a 2-shot kill, and people are crying. When you get killed by this pistol, like there's like montages of people crying over this pistol.
I mean,
oh, so funny.
No matter what game you're in, there is always a cheese weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's be fair here.
Oh, you're from Worcester? Oh, that's not very I mean, I don't live, like I said, I don't live in the Midlands anymore, but Worcester, my mother-in-law lives there somewhere. Not sure where, but she's there somewhere. And
somewhere.
Hey, Robert. Thank you so much for coming and watching. We have 22 viewers. That's so good. The 5 o'clock ones really always do really well.
5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock is a good time.
Well,
right.
We'll do it from 5 from now on. So yeah, COD players are absolutely fuming. It's hysterical. So if you don't know, and if you do play Warzone, inbox me on Instagram because I could do with some peeps to play that with me. So you came here to get away from that pistol.
Amazing.
I'm sorry to bring it up, but yeah, Call of Duty players are so mad. It's funny because I mean I like Call of Duty Warzone. It's probably the only first person shooter that I play, other than like your Borderlands and things like that. Actual like main line, I'm just gonna call it generic game. That's probably the only one I play, and I do enjoy it because Jordan plays it, who obviously watches our podcasts, and my brother plays it as well, who's a very Overwatch, PUBG type player. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
he's
a
very big PC gamer. He likes his first person PC shooters. So, and that pistol, so when you shoot someone on Call of Duty, you hear their reaction. So when you kill, you have about a 5-second clip of what they say when you kill them. And
oh my god, that's so funny.
It is hilariously angry when you kill them with this pistol. But everyone's using it, so everyone's just killing everybody with the same pistol. So it's on the game right now, it's just basically unplayable because everyone just gets one-shotted.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, but I thought I'd put that in there because it's hilarious. So,
I do enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot.
Use that pistol. I hate that pistol. So, but yeah, that's all for the non-Nintendo news. That's all I have.
Hey.
So, but yeah, Animal Crossing, I had the garden thing. Square Enix is not for sale. CD Projekt Red did $304 million profit, which is ridiculous. And COD players are mad. Let's go.
Dio says that I'm to tell you that I cheesed the fuck out of our battle yesterday. I did. I can't even remember what song I did. Song I did? Sorry, I used Lapras with a Perish song, and so I just and then I just had to use Protect and wait for him to die.
Tofu, that is the dirtiest thing ever. No,
I'm so sorry.
That's some like I don't know. That's just really cheesy.
It was fully cheesed. I'm so sorry, Dio.
That's really mean because you die after 3, isn't it?
5, I think it is.
5, yeah. I remember that. Isn't Lapras one of the only ones who can learn that bloody move?
I think so, yeah. She's a beast at the moment in competitive.
I'm surprised if you can use Perish and then Protect.
And people are like, you Gigantamax, if you Gigantamax her, you use Max Hailstorm to set up Aurora Veil. So everybody's got like cheese defense. And then you just use Perish Song and then you're like, oh, okay.
Bombed every time. Madness. Yeah. So, shall we move on to Pokemon?
Let's move on to Pokemon. Yeah.
Shall we move on to Pokemon?
2 seconds. Ender Lemon says the pistol is everywhere. It follows you to your home. Goku Black says, have you played Outriders? Hey guys, by the way. I have not, but my partner has been actually. And he's been having a lot of fun.
No, I've not played that. I've not heard of that either, actually. Sorry.
Charles says he's been playing Warzone since season 1 and still doesn't have a win. What?
Dude, if you want to join me, I'm not saying that I win because I get absolutely carried by my brother and my friend, but you can certainly play.
What are your thoughts on the European Super League?
I hate
Says
it.
hello. I've got no idea what that is. What is that?
That's a league that the football teams have created.
Oh.
It's like through $30 billion of profit, and they're basically shitting on all the other teams in England. Basically, they're not part of it. Only 6 teams in England are a part of it. Yeah, no, I hate it.
Oh my god.
Hate it.
Dio says you saw Harry just bulldoze through you with Big Ted though. Very much so. Hey Mary, how's it going? Pulled Rainbow and Chaz pulled Rainbow Lapras GX in his last stream. Nice! That is a good pull.
Really cool.
Anyway,
Really
yeah,
cool.
that does lead us nicely onto Pokemon stuff. What you got?
Lead us nice onto Pokemon stuff. We can finally find Pokemon stuff. Did you know this?
I did actually, yeah. I have been waiting for. I have a certain person that occasionally buys me Pokemon cards, and I have been waiting for them because I've managed to find booster boxes of battle styles for like reasonable prices in several places.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Like I was looking last night because I only have, how many battle styles do I have left? I have 2 battle styles booster boxes left for my breaks, and I was like, shall I order some more battle styles? Because I'm scared of it selling out, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable fear.
and I was like, okay, this place is selling them for like £130. That's not terrible. It's not, it's not retail. It's not terrible. Like, I'd pay that. And then I seen another shop. I was like, 120. It's in another shop like 125. I must have seen like 6 or 7 websites that have them below £130, and I was like, I'm not even panicking. I'm not even going to panic to buy these because now I know I can. So amazing, amazing. I've not pre-ordered any, but I'm hyped for Chilling Reign, which we spoke about last week.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely hyped to pull those alternate art birds, those birds.
Yep.
The
Moltres. I need the Galarian Moltres.
Oh, I need all of them. I like Roadrunner Zapdos as well.
Yes.
But they all look sick. To be fair, I want all of them. But yes, so going on to the fact that we can actually find Pokemon stuff, and I know this from hand because we have the next box break happening this Saturday right in my hand.
She got from Selfridges, guys. Selfridges.
So there's 20 Shining Fates packs there, which for sale to my lovely Patreons until after this stream. So, but we'll get onto that later. But yeah, basically you can buy them, and I've got a list here of where you can buy them. So you've got Argos are currently stocking ETBs.
Nice.
Game are stocking tins. Smiths are stocking everything. Asda and Tesco's are stocking collection boxes and single packs and triple boot booster thingies. B&M sometimes have Shining Fates in there, like the Pikachu boxes. And just in general, most online shops that have been around for a long time or just aren't cretins in general are getting stuff.
Even Magic Madhouse has started lowering their prices again, which is nice to see. They're not the cheapest anymore, but they are still lower than RRP. So
Chaos cards as well have started lowering. I've noticed that.
Yeah, finally.
Unless you want to buy Vivid Vault and it's £160 a booster box.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's still being printed. That's extortionate. Don't pay that, guys.
It is extortionate. But I think I can't remember where I saw the 2 cheapest places I found Battlestars booster boxes for. One of them was Griffin's Gaming for 119. I can't remember what the other place was now I think about it. God damn it.
There's quite a few for 119. So you've got Griffin's Gaming, it's 119. You've got I think it's TCG UK, I think they were 119.
Yeah.
Pika Shop's usually quite good. They're
no
around.
way, did TCG UK have it up?
They did at one point. I don't know whether.
Sorry, I know the person that runs that. Yeah,
Oh, really?
they're a really big Pikachu collector. Their Instagram is Pokemon related, and they're a pretty solid guy. They're also from the Midlands in the UK, funnily enough.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but yeah, I've bought off them before. I'm pretty sure one of these are off them actually, where I keep them.
Yeah, he also likes. You'll probably actually get on like a house on fire with him. He's got like this big aquarium in his garage where he keeps like stingrays and stuff.
Oh, really? That's amazing.
I think it was stingrays. He's got some big fucking fish.
That sounds like my type of guy. He's got stingrays. He's a Pikachu collector. He's got a Pokemon shop.
Yeah. He was actually like, I used to like talk to him like pretty regular. Like when I first got actually he was my first like friend in the Pokemon community when I first joined like a couple of years ago now. When I was like joining the Instagram community.
Oh man, and you'll have to message me his Instagram and I'll follow him because we can compare Pikachus.
I think he actually has an account just for his Pikachus now because he's documenting them because he has so many of them now.
I cannot have that. I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem, unfortunately. I don't have too many Pikachus.
Too many Pikachus. Sorry.
But yeah, so all of those places I mentioned are stocking Pokemon cards. And that brings me on to a video idea that I want to plug at you guys, if that's okay. You two as well.
Oh, go.
So I'm actually off this week. For some reason, I worked 5 days in a row and now got 5 days off, hence the start of the pond in the garden.
Hey!
And I thought to myself, seeing as I know places, and I'm allowed to go to England now, even though I only live 20 minutes away from it, I think a really, really cool video idea about me going around hunting for Pokemon cards.
Yeah, do it.
Would that be something that you guys would want to watch? Hunting for Pokemon cards, and it'd be in the Midlands, so be in Telford, and Birmingham, and places like that. So I'm thinking.
I love a good challenge video where by the end of it, the person is like at the end of their tether and losing their will to live.
Okay.
In all honesty. Joey's like, no, I'm not sure what to think about
I would like actually. No, it sounds bloody brilliant. I would really like a video where I have a challenge, but so how about something like I need to spend like £100 on Pokemon cards by the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it can't be deck boxes because that does not count.
Nope.
So, which if you can find a lot of stock is quite easily done actually.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. You could like go to one shop and end up doing that. Oh, you could do. I tell you what, you could. You don't have to because it's pretty extreme. You could try and do like a 24-hour challenge where you're only allowed to buy, like you would give yourself a maximum of 3 booster packs or 1 booster pack from each store that you go to.
Oh, that's going to be difficult. What if I...
It would be really difficult though.
What if I see a Shining Fates Pika box though?
Oh, that is a problem.
4 packs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
also money.
Also money, yeah, no, which I don't have a vast amount of at the moment.
But you could
buy these boxes, so.
Which is why I thought it would be like if you limited yourself to just like single booster packs or check lane blisters, you could get more stores, and we'd basically see you suffer more in the video.
Yeah, maybe something like I have a checklist and I need to find one of each of whatever the checklist is. That's
quite fun. I like that.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah.
Like I need 1 collection box, 1 tin, 1 ETB, 1 single pack, 1, and I'll be running around like a headless friggin' chicken trying to find all these different stuff.
Yeah. One check lane booster, 1 single booster, and 1 triple pack. Can't remember what fudge monkeys they're called.
Yeah. And I'll because they live because they're quite far away from me, I'll have to get up at like 7 in the morning to get the train to then go to the place for the shops to open at 9, and then me just run in like supermarket sweep style, getting all this Pokemon stuff.
Yes, I love it. Like a good traditional vlog, which is something that we haven't been able to do for over a year.
Yeah, no, okay, that sounds fun. I'll do that then, guys. If that's something you want me to do, then let me know.
Sorry, I've just went and checked on chat. And go for it, Joey. Yes, please, dude. Tofu, I want to see you suffer. Do it.
Yeah. I want
I'm
to
so
see you
sorry.
die.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Oh,
mean,
dear.
that is.
I challenge you to get a base set booster in 24 hours, says Chaz.
I don't think I could get a base set booster in 24 years, let alone 24 hours.
You need to open up a savings account and let the interest stack up first.
I need some savings first.
Right on that.
I've honestly, I've got no money, but at the moment I've got no money because I keep buying myself booster boxes.
It's a tough
Every
life.
Saturday. Every Saturday. So hang on, that's £130 or £140 every Saturday I'm spending at the moment. That's like £500 a month.
That is a lot.
On Pokemon cards.
That's a lot.
The things I do for you guys.
Yeah. BTG Card Collector says, what have I missed? Just got back from work. Honestly, not too much. We only just got onto talking about Pokemon stuff, and we were just talking about how there's actually stuff in stock now.
Yes, so yeah, going back to it, so again, shops like Argos are selling, apparently Argos are selling Hidden Fates ETBs, which is really bizarre. 52.50 apparently, or 42.50 I think.
No way.
Hidden Fates ETBs. Game, like I said, are selling Hidden Fates tins were in game the other day.
Hot damn.
Smiths are selling pretty much everything as far as I'm aware. Asda and Tesco's are selling tins. Zacian and Zamazenta tins, they're selling quite a few of in my Tesco's, which I work at.
Yeah.
And Asda are selling a lot of like Shining Fates Pikachu boxes. These ones, they're selling a lot of these. Oh, that's got a big dent in that. Hopefully the packs aren't damaged. B&M are selling a few odds and sods, and then online, like we said, are getting more stock in general, so it's all good all around.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I was just checking Smiths to see if they had the Alola starter pack in with the jumbo cards for the 25th anniversary in stock yet.
My friend went to Smiths in Telford, who's the one who told me Telford is open.
Yeah.
A few days ago, and she managed to get some of the starter packs, and she said they had thousands in stock. Do you want me to pick you up one?
Has that the Alola ones or like the Score Bunny ones? Do you know?
No idea. She just said all.
Damn. But I just had a look online, and they've got the Gen 8 starters, so Score Bunny and Sobble and Grookey. Yeah, they've got those in stock, and they have listed the Alola starters, so Litten, Rowlet, and Poplio, but they don't have but they're all out of stock, and they don't have a we're getting them in at this date.
Maybe they've not been released yet.
Maybe. I've been keeping an eye on it. Just keep it like.
I'm going in to get myself some anyway, so I'll pick up a few extra, and if you want them, you can have them, and if not,
hey, yeah, if they have the Alola ones with Litten in, then I'll chuck you the money, and yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, no problem. Okay, have we got any comments?
We do. Dio says, no one watches you guys for you. They just watch because I'm in the chat. This is a joke. Good luck getting the first edition, a booster box. I think Logan Paul has taken them all, says Ryan.
Yes, that's a good point, Ryan.
Hollow Raichu says, Asda has loads of Pokeball tins. Thank you for the heads
awesome.
up. Chaz says, can you pick me Alola ones up too, please?
I'll pick up a few because I know quite a few of my viewers can't get hold of stock, which is why I buy a lot. I buy a lot of stock so I can give it out. So. BTG Card Collector says Gen 8 are in Smiths. If you spend over £25, you get them for free. Ah, that's good. That's not difficult.
No, that is not difficult at all. Yep.
Cool. Cool. I have a little bit more Nintendo news if we want to jump onto something a little bit different, break it up.
Go.
It's on the same piece of paper. So Nintendo news. Did you know that Mario Kart 8 has now become the best-selling racing game of all time?
I did actually, yeah, because it was on that Nintendo News Twitter thing that I linked you to.
Yes. So,
that's the only reason that I knew that. I also read that and was like, no way.
Yeah, I thought that because you think of racing game, like most of the time you think of racing game, you think like Need for Speed or these very generic old
classics.
style racing games. Like, yeah, I don't really know too many racing games, to be honest. Like Need for Speed, I think's one.
Burnout is the other one that comes to mind.
Burnout, yes. You
But
got like your
very
F1
much like, I'm
and
sure of
things
my
like
age
that.
here, like it's all PS2 era ones that I
Yeah,
really.
you had like Formula One ones that were like, yeah, so you had Crash Bash and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mario Kart 8 specifically has now become the best-selling racing game in general of all time.
On the Switch, isn't that like for the Wii U, or is that ported onto the Switch?
It was originally released for the Wii U and it's got ported onto the Switch.
Got you.
Mario Kart 9 is desperately needed at this point.
It really is. I remember I was talking about this last week, that Mario Kart is desperately overdue for a new game.
Yeah, and I'm really shocked that it hasn't come out yet. However,
I'm telling
I
you,
think it'll be,
E3.
Nintendo's going to have a big E3 this year, and if it doesn't, I think it's going to annoy a lot of people.
Definitely. Because the Wii U was out, God, ages ago now.
Well, the problem with the Wii U, the people saying that it didn't have enough games. That's what the problem with the Wii U. Like, in general, for me, the Wii U had enough games, but in general, people's complaint was it didn't have enough games.
My complaint was that it wasn't easy to play with other people. When I think of a Nintendo console, I think of games that I play with other people that are easy to play with other people. But I do not remember, because somebody would always have the big controller, and then everybody else would have the small controllers. And so it was like there was this big disconnect between, you weren't all on an equal playing field.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, actually. I agree. And yeah, for me, I loved the Wii U and I really want one back. But for me, the Switch is just leaps and bounds ahead of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
In hardware-wise and game-wise. So bloody use it, for God's sake.
No, we're due. Yeah, we're due a Mario Kart.
We're due lots of things, let's be honest. But we spoke about that last week, so we won't talk about it too much. But yeah, another Nintendo news is Nintendo is now suing piracy companies.
What?
So, Nintendo, if you pirate their games, as in emulate them, ROM hacks, there's certain websites that do it. So, like Project 64 is a ROM hack, things like that, which I'm sure will get found out eventually. They're suing them. They're finding them and they're suing them.
Oh my god! Wait, so like I will no longer be able to play Pokemon Silver on my PC?
No, you will. The likelihood of them finding them is very minuscule because they're hiding behind like 6 million different IP addresses. The likelihood of them finding them is very minimal. But
the VPN game is strong.
Yeah, but Nintendo, they like to make big statements and
they do
throw their money at lawsuits saying we're gonna come down there and pull your trousers down and smack your bum.
Yeah, like didn't that guy get arrested for making hacked Pokemon for Sword and Shield?
I think it was like hacked Dittos or something like that, wasn't it?
Hacked Sobbles, actually, if I remember rightly.
Hacked Sobbles, and he got arrested for it. I think that was in Japan though.
Yeah, it was, but it's like Sobble's not even good competitively. Why are you hacking him?
It's not even that, just why are you arresting him in general? That would be a better question. Why are you in here? I'm a drug dealer. Why are you in here? I killed someone. Why are you in here? I hacked Sobbles.
Japan's crime rate, right, man? Like next to no existent.
Oh,
well, apart from the Yakuza, but they let them be to do their own thing.
Personally, I think if Nintendo can't be asked or just don't want to or see a market in there being anything other outside of their console, in the sense of because I personally want to play my old Pokemon games, my yellows, my blues, my silvers, my golds, and if they're not going to bring them to the Switch, I will emulate them.
I have no other way of playing them. I don't use my 3DS anymore.
Yeah, and get this, there was a thing about emulation not too long ago. I don't know whether you read this, but it's like there was a statement saying, oh, if you own the game but you emulate, that's okay. But if you don't own a copy of the game inside your household and you're found emulating that game, you're breaking the law and you could be arrested.
Doesn't make any
No,
sense.
it doesn't make sense. So, for example, like Ocarina of Time, I played it not too long ago on stream, like a couple of years ago on my charity stream. And
Yeah.
I was playing Ocarina of Time on an emulator, and I literally had to come and say on stream, look guys, I have the cartridge, it is right here.
So I'm good if I play Donkey Kong, Rayman,
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah.
Blue,
Yeah, you're
Pokemon
good.
Silver.
You're good. But if you want to play, if you want to play some Mario Land, and you don't own the cartridge, you're getting arrested.
Wait, did I just find my 3DS? No, I found my PSP.
Bloody turns off.
Oh dear, sorry. That just cracks me up. So like, because I've got like these stupid little cartridges sitting here in a stupid little bag, means that I'm all right.
Yeah, you're all
You
right. Yeah, that's what I've been told anyway. That's from what I read, that and what I got told while I was streaming not too long ago, like a couple of years ago. You're fine. Which I personally think is two things. One, it's pathetic, because if you stop being lazy and ported your games already, this would be a problem.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
And two, stop being so petty. Your games are like 20 years old.
I know, right? Like, if I want to play Pokemon Silver, it is a bit of an issue.
Go away.
Oh dear. Right, I can see Joey's brain focusing on something.
I was just reading the comments, so.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah, we got a few more comments.
What we got? I'm gonna make a podcast soon called the Poker Power Podcast from Dio. Nice, do it, man. Gran Turismo. Oh yeah, how the hell did we forget Gran Turismo?
Yeah.
When we were talking about racing games, so completely forgot about that. Does GTA get counted as a racing game? You know, I did think that in my head, and then I was like, no, I can't say that. Chaz says NSMBW. What the heck? New Super Smash Bros?
Oh yeah, maybe.
I
don't think they'll bring out a new Super Smash Bros. Simply because they keep bringing out DLC for the one that's already out. So I don't think that will happen, personally.
I was trying to figure out what NSMBU stands for, because he said it was. Chaz said that was hilarious on the Wii U. So was that new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Is that what the Smash Bros. On Wii U was called?
Ultimate was the one.
No, new Super Mario Brothers. Sorry, my bad.
No, yeah, I like that game. That was a great game.
I watched the Achievement Hunter playthrough with Jeff trolling everyone. Funniest episodes I've ever seen. Enderlemon says flashbacks to them taking down Pokemon Brick Bronze from Roblox. Wait, what? Did they actually? That's hilarious. Ryan says I bought the 2DS XL just to get Pokemon games. Oh, and a Game Boy Flip. Ender says, lol, I bought gold just because my Game Boy cartridge got wiped, so now it's on my 2DS. Yeah.
Where are all these comments? I can't see all these.
Can you not? I'm on my, to be fair, I'm looking on my phone, so.
Oh. Okay. I got a comment here from Chicken saying, could you level out your volumes? I got to turn up Joey to listen, and then when a strawberry tofu talks, it's too loud.
I'm sorry.
I've just turned Tofu down while she was talking, so let me know if she's too quiet.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm quite loud, so.
Yeah, but no, sorry about that. I wasn't aware of the volume differences. My mic's really quiet today, so for some reason I think I might have knocked my gain. If I move mine a little bit closer, there you go.
Hey.
So yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah, so basically the conclusion is to make some new bloody games or port your games.
Port them. We'll be happy if they port them.
It annoys me though, because they're like, oh, we're going to punish you if we catch you emulating, or a lot of it is like piracy, emulating, that sort of thing. But also I know a lot of people are getting shut down if they're making, like, I'm going to say, their own Pokemon games. So online there's a lot of fan games. That's a good word for it, yeah. So there's a lot of fan-made games online for Pokemon and Zelda as well. I don't know if you've ever seen the Zelda that's got the McDonald's in it. It's bloody hilarious.
No, but that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's basically just a massive Mickey take of like the original NES, SNES Zelda games, and
Fantastic.
it's got, instead of it having like shops in it, it's got like McDonald's, Burger King, things like that. It's really funny.
Let's talk of McDonald's now. I want takeaway.
Oh yeah, me too. But yeah, so yeah, the Nintendo are trying to crack down on piracy basically, and they're suing everybody left, right, and center because they can, which really annoys me.
Yeah, I'm so used to it, like with the
Yeah.
copyright stuff, that obviously I have to like weed my way around every single week, so I'm kind of not surprised.
Winds me up. Yeah.
They literally said, actually, you'll probably find this quite funny because this kind of relates to like the general attitude in general. So they literally said, I can't remember if I said this last week now I think about it. So Lumino's Sack is a PokeTuber who does anime reviews. And he got copy striked 3 times in a month. So it's three times in a month by ShowPro, who are the people that sort out the Pokemon Company's copyright issues, right?
Right.
On the last one, YouTube had his back and went, no, you're not giving this person another copyright strike. We've assessed the situation. He's covered. We're covering him.
Yeah.
And their actual reply was, it doesn't count because we're Pokemon.
What?
It is copyright because it's Pokemon. Just because you're using it.
I am so confused.
I'm not Dio will probably know the exact quote that I'm talking about and probably reply with it in chat in a minute. But I kid you not, it is that like verbatim, not verbatim. Is it verbatim where you kind of saying it but not saying it? Definitely, yeah.
No idea, but it sounds ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. They literally replied, "We don't care."
We don't care. We are Pokemon, so we can do what we want, basically.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't get me wrong, they must have made a bloody fortune over this lockdown and stuff with the amount of cards they're selling, the games they're making.
Oh my god. The stupid thing is, it's not as much money as they could have made if they'd have just made sure that they had the bloody stock everywhere.
The thing is if there's too much stock, people are going to lose interest because there's stock everywhere. They're sort of like, I'll just leave it there and come back and buy it later.
I guess so.
They're not stupid. It's a marketing plan, 100,000%.
Oh, this content has Pokemon, therefore it's not fair use. Thank you, Dio.
Yeah, screw them. So that means that we can't open Pokemon cards because it's Pokemon content.
I have got no. I don't. It was ShowPro, so it's talking about like the anime and stuff, but
still stupid. It's still kind of the same sort of context, unless he was showing the actual anime, which in actual fact is still stupid anyway because you can go and watch it anywhere on the internet.
You can also, technically by law, you're covered up to 30 seconds of footage.
Oh, really? So if I use 30 seconds of footage and they try, or 29 rather, and they try and copyright strike me, I'm legally allowed to do that.
You are legally allowed to, but because of the way that it works, so I actually did try to fight this at some point, and basically the rules of the jungle are that if you don't have enough money to physically take him to court, you're fucked.
Okay, I won't even try then because I don't even have enough for a takeaway, let alone to take Nintendo to court or Pokemon Company who absolutely slap me like a child. Yeah, like Jigglypuff double slap style.
Coming out with a marker.
Yeah, slapping me to sleep and then drawing all over my face. Yeah, so yeah. I hate Nintendo. I really do hate Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. I hate what they are. I hate what they stand for, but I bloody love their games and their products. Honestly.
It's forever a problem.
Yeah, it's like, I hate you so bad, but please give me more. So, yeah, so basically I've got wrote here, you can find stuff again, Argos, Gamesmiths, Asda, Tesco's, B&M. If you're looking for Pokemon stuff, go to all of those that I just mentioned, and if you can't find them, box breaks every Saturday at retail. So that's that.
Oh.
I want to talk to you about something that we completely missed last week.
Go on.
But was out last week. So Centro Pokemon Leaks, who you very kindly introduced me to, they have, I believe, a Spanish page as well.
They do, yes.
Now, that is their main page. I don't know whether you know. They release stuff on their hell of a lot more than their English page.
They really do. Yes.
I went and sneakied over to their Spanish page, and they've got stuff dating back to the 10th that we have not covered, which I've got wrote down.
Oh my gosh, go on. What
because I've had to translate it all.
Yeah.
So let's have a look here. So
tweet and then figure out what the actual meaning.
I was going to say the translations were terrible, and it was like mumbo jumboed up in words, but I kind of grasped what they were kind of saying. Yeah. So I wish they would just do it on the Centro Pokemon Leaks English one, just so I didn't have to do that, but it's fine. I've done it for them. So the first thing that I found really interesting, that they Pokemon Company have apparently come out and said that they've tried to make Pokemon Snap 2 for years. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've apparently tried to, I'm going to say, not even come up with the funds. They've been trying to convince everybody that they want to do it for a long time. So we could have had a Pokemon Snap 2 literally 2 years after the first one. As to why they've all of a sudden decided, yeah, like, fine, just bloody make it already and shut up. As to why they've all of a sudden turned around and said that, it doesn't say. But it did say that they've been trying for a long time to try and get it to happen. And it's happening. Next week? No, the week after. 2 weeks.
Something like that.
2 weeks this Friday just gone.
Yeah, because it comes out on the 30th, doesn't it?
30th.
Yeah, so it's 1 week and 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
1 week, 4 days. We will be playing it here on this channel. Subscribe. And you're playing it as well, aren't you, Tofu?
I'll be playing it on Twitch.
Wonderful. So, yeah. So that's actually a thing. But it said that basically when they tried to do it before, they literally just wrote in the status, it failed.
Oh, I wonder why. Like, I can't really fathom as to why it would.
That went under the radar, don't you think?
It did, because massively.
We didn't even know that they tried.
No, I had no idea. No. I did until this report came out. I had literally no idea.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have been straight on it if they'd have said 10 years ago the same thing that they're bringing out Pokemon Snap 2. So I would have definitely remembered, even if there was a leak.
You know what? I wouldn't have been.
Really?
10 years ago. What are we? 10 years ago.
I'm 27, so 10 years ago I'd have been 17.
10 years ago, I was just getting back into Pokemon because it was Black and White era. I want to say about 10 years ago. I had played Diamond and Pearl, but I have like some pretty solid memories of playing Black and White for the first time in uni and getting back into it. And I really, because I remember seeing the anime. It was the first time when Black and White came out. It was the first time that I got back into the anime. So maybe it would have just about been in my radar, but also maybe not, because I was still on like that point where I wasn't heavily into Pokemon that much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I just found that really bizarre, because I just sit there and think, well, what stopped you before, but you're doing it now? And it made me think, is it just money making? Is it a filler? Is it because Pokemon's so popular now that people will buy it because it's just got Pokemon on it? It just got me asking.
If they're really clever cookies, right? If they're really clever cookies and we're expecting the best of them, so unlikely, but if they're really clever cookies, it's that they looked at the situation and went, no, there's going to be a time when Pokemon will rise and become more hype again, and we should wait until those points.
You know, absolutely agree. Absolutely, 100% agree with that. Pokemon and the marketing team and the marketing director for Pokemon, they are going to be one of the best in the world.
Oh my god, yes.
Because
otherwise we wouldn't eat it up so much.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be so delicious if it wasn't good. So yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Who needs drugs when you got Pokemon?
Yeah, literally. I still haven't pulled that bloody Rainbow Pikachu.
No.
I
Oh.
know.
Are you gonna buy the single card at some point? That's the big question.
I've spent so much on Vivid Vault.
You really have.
Spent so much. I've opened so many booster boxes. It makes me really sad. Just want that fat Pikachu already.
The good chunky boy.
I know, but Darcy Girl sent me this, so I'm a little bit happy.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so cute. I love it.
Nice, yeah. She's adorable, bless her. She pulled that the other day, and you should have seen her reaction. It was adorable. I was so jealous though. But yeah. So yeah. That's about Pokemon Snap. They tried to release it.
Yeah.
But it just didn't happen for some reason. So the next bit of news, the next bit of news I have is we got some new Pokemon Arceus pictures.
Did we?
They're on Centro Pokemon Spanish, I believe, like you said.
How did we get those? What are they on?
Centro Pokemon on Twitter. I'll put the Spanish version.
Yeah, I'm on it.
They're a few weeks ago now, there's a few new pictures on there of different things.
You might be talking about the leaks from when it first got released.
Maybe, yeah.
Are they like shadows of Pokemon?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. I did actually already show them on the podcast when that was all first done and dusted.
Wonderful. You're ahead of me.
Yeah, sorry. Joey's got a memory of a goldfish.
Yeah, honestly, and I'm tired as well, so it's even worse. So, on to the next news. According to leaks in Pokemon Legends, if you're defeated in the wild, if all your Pokemon team is defeated...
Oh, I haven't heard this. Go on.
Yeah, so if you... So, you know when you... like in the original Pokemon game, it was so clear when I first lost, and I lost all 6 of my team lost. And it's like, oh, all your Pokemon are defeated, you black out, and then all of a sudden you're at a Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
So, if apparently, according to leaks, if that happens,
according to Centro Pokemon?
According to Centro Pokemon Spanish,
so it's probably pretty legit.
If all your Pokemon die in Arceus, then the Pokemon start attacking the actual player character.
No way.
Yeah, that's according to a leak.
I love that.
So they'll start attacking your protagonist.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Which I find hysterical. So you might have to run away from physical Pokemon in the wild.
Oh
so
my
you know
god.
when you're running around, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so imagine running, because Pokemon chase you, don't they, sometimes? Imagine trying to run away.
No, remember all of when Sword and Shield first came out, all those memes that came out were like, oh my god, the wild area is terrifying.
Yeah, and you have like the
chasing you.
Yeah, you have like the Snorlax trying to run after you.
Get into a battle with you, but this one they're going to be chasing after you and then actually attacking you. That's hilarious.
That is really, yeah, I found that quite funny. So yeah, so they'll start attacking your character directly instead. If you've got no Pokemon left. As to if that's the case, I have no idea where that's gonna go and what's that's gonna do. But I found that hysterical, and I thought yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So let's go back to Pokemon Snap. So, which is I'm gonna talk about in a minute. There's a new trailer which I don't know whether you saw. There was the Japanese one, but then there was an English one as well on IGN.
Yeah, so I did hear that it was basically the same but translated properly.
Exactly,
but
you're right.
I honestly haven't watched it, so
tell me good stuff. I watched it. So I watched it, and it got me thinking. Okay, so I want to know how big this game is, because obviously that's been one of the main things for me for a long time.
Did it tell you, Joey?
So, no, it didn't. However, I know the size of the game in gigabytes, which tells me a lot.
Go on.
That was released. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, they're 9.5 gigabytes, the games are. Pokemon Snap is 6.1 gigabytes.
Okay.
So it's 3 gig smaller. However, Pokemon Sword and Shield, they're big games.
Yeah, like And I assume that it takes more to code in something like a wild area, which is like completely free roaming.
Online as well.
Yeah, I assume that all of that takes up more coding than a purely linear experience will do.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not too bad.
That's what I thought. I thought 6.1. That's actually reasonable. That's reasonably big, because you get games that are relatively big that are 6 gigabytes.
Yeah.
So I was happy with that.
With that. Yeah.
I wasn't like, that's not too small. And there were pictures in the IGN version of the English version that had the levels, and there was the beach, there was a forest, mountains, which we saw last week.
Yep.
So we're excited. I can't wait any longer. I want the game now.
Wait, 4 days.
Yeah, yay.
What I want to know is when that goddamn direct debit's coming out of my bank account.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So, but yes, so that's all I've got for the size. So I'm going to talk about the 6-minute trailer, because I sat there with a notepad watching it last night, the English version. So, and I don't know whether it was exactly the same, because the English version, obviously it was translated, but I think it added a little bit more. So there was a 6-minute trailer on IGN that was the English version of the full version of the Japanese trailer. And it talked about, obviously in the Japanese one, it had subtitles, but didn't really, like, I can't read, didn't really tell me a lot. I just saw lots of nice shiny things. The English version,
Subtitled, sorry.
the English version looked really good, and the woman on it was speaking about the game and different things about the game. So she was talking about there's the generic levels, but we're not allowed to talk about all of them. But this is the ones we are allowed to talk about. So you get your generic beach, forest, mountains, etc. She said there is actually, her words were, there is loads of levels. Obviously, it's IGN. I'm not going to take a word for it, because loads could mean 5.
Oh, actually, no, that's a good point, because IGN basically just say whatever they get paid to say, don't they?
Yeah.
They're basically like massive, you know, when YouTubers do like that promotion for their sponsors in the middle of the thing, that's basically IGN.
Yeah, it's basically IGN for every game they get paid to do. Anyway, but her words, which we know about, which did excite me, is there's lots of different routes in the levels, and obviously you saw it in the Japanese trailer. You could go left and you could go right, and it would take you into different levels. Now that did look good, and we did see that, and she did explain that in most levels there is a left and a right, which tells me, so say for example this is going to be a lot of maths, so bear with me here. So say there's 8 levels. There's a day and a night version for each level.
So 16.
So there's 16, but if there's 2 routes in each level, then you automatically need to...
Then that's another 8.
That's more than 8, because if there's 2 different ways, you need to go down this way, one in day and night, and down this way, one in day and night.
Yeah, in day and night. Okay, so whatever. So what's 16 plus 16?
32.
Hey, there we go.
So 32. So there's 32. There's going to be 32 different variants if there's 8 levels.
Nice, that's good.
And
that's a lot of replayability.
And that's if you get every single Pokemon straight away.
Yeah. I've got a feeling I'm going to be sitting there for a while.
They said that. They said it's got huge replayability, which makes me happy, because yay replayability, but also makes me nervous because they're trying to undersell it.
Ooh, okay, good point.
Because they're like, okay, yeah, huge replayability, but if there's 4 levels, I'm going to be fuming.
Yeah, well, there should definitely be more than 4.
8, I will bite my tongue out and be like, okay, there's 8, but I think there needs to be at least 10.
How many did they have originally in Pokemon Snap? Was it 8?
I think it was 7. 6 or 7
okay.
in the original. And again, that had replayability and left and righties and things like that. There was no day and night, I will give it that. So that's an added addition which has been improved. But so yeah, we've got lots and lots of comments, so I'm going to stop for a second while we catch up.
Where are we? Ender Lemon said that the audio's perfect now, and Chicken KSI said that's better.
Beautiful.
Dio, there won't be new Super Smash Bros. Because Sakurai doesn't like sequels, and he wrote secret message into the story basically saying that this was the last game he'd make. No way, really?
Yeah, no, I agree with that because
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure he didn't even want to make this one, but they were like, come on, please, we'll give you money. You like money. Please. So that's why they keep bringing out DLC, because at the moment they're not even releasing new games, and they bring out DLC like literally every month now. So the character choice is huge in Smash Bros.
Yeah, it really
They've
is.
had like 5 expansions, like the season passes. They've had like 5 season passes.
Yep.
So
no, and each one includes like
5. I think it's like 4 or 5 characters. So
yeah.
yeah, it's huge.
Huge. Hollow Raichu says Radical Red actually makes Pokemon games hard. P.S. Currently eating a Mackey's. Amazing.
Jealous.
Neil says closing in on 1,000 subscribers, Joey.
I know, yeah. That's exciting.
Dio says, oh, this content, it's Pokemon content, therefore it's not fair use. I wonder how other people upload full bloody episodes on YouTube without repercussion. To my knowledge, they so Sonic XD used to upload the video and then it would always get taken down about a week later. So basically, small channel, and it takes ShowPro about a week to find them on average.
I would like to weigh in on that because I do know there's ways around that. Giving them money. So a lot of people, if you upload something similar to another YouTuber, let's just say an episode of Pokemon, for example, a lot of YouTubers will give Pokemon revenue from their video, X amount agreed, usually via email, sponsorship possibly with either Pokemon or whatever, or even in general of whatever they're talking about. So it doesn't have to just be Pokemon, because I know a lot of Nintendo YouTubers, like off the top of my head, beat 'em ups, they take ad revenue percentages off every video that he made about either Nintendo or Pokemon in the past. However, he got dropped by Nintendo and made a big video about it and was fuming. So
I did not know that. That's amazing. Thank you for that.
that's okay.
Dio says Megas are basically confirmed for Diamond and Pearl remake, so I would definitely be doing a video on that.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I do like the Mega Evolutions, so.
I love Mega Evolutions.
I prefer them over Dynamaxes, actually, I have to say. I do love Dynamaxes, don't get me wrong, but I like Megas better.
The only Dynamax, Gigantamax even, that I specifically prefer over the Megas is Gigantamax Charizard. I remember seeing that bad boy for the first time and being like, oh.
He looks bad. Yeah,
he looks like a badass.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to weigh in there, Tofu. I take that back, because I prefer some of them. But I do still like Mega Evolutions. The blue Charizard looks pretty cool.
And actually, tell a lie. All right, actually, no. Tell a full-on lie. I prefer the Kanto starters. I prefer their Gigantamax forms to their Megas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not crying inside.
Blastoise, I'm not a big fan of either of his. But Gigantamax Venusaur,
yeah.
I love Gigantamax Venusaur.
With the big, like, palm tree thing coming out of his back. Like, the big, like...
the huge flower, it, like, goes over its eyes.
Yeah, it's got, like, a fringe.
Yeah. It cracks me up. It makes me feel like it's got a bowl cut. Anyway, Channel Zero says, just got here, what did I miss?
A lot.
A lot, but not too. We haven't gotten into the really juicy stuff yet.
We're just getting to the core.
Snap same on Facebook though. Says Chaz. I don't know what that was in reference to again.
I think we were talking about Pokemon Snap, but I don't really know what you're about. Sorry.
Oh no, Ryan says I've managed to get a VMAX Pikachu, which I'm so happy about. Well done,
Ryan. Mate, nice card. I love that card.
And Ollie says, hey Joey and Tofu, love these Pokecasts. I'm enjoying collecting Shining Fates, not that I've been able to open much. Can't wait for Pokemon Snap. Hey.
Brilliant, nice. I'm glad you're enjoying watching. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying your cards as well. Love the cards. Is that all the comments?
Yes, that's all the comments. That I can see anyway.
Where did you get to?
The bottom. At the bottom, Ollie cool. unless you can see more.
Oh, no, yeah, there's loads more. Hey, Joey, Tofu, loving the joy and shining fades. Can't wait for Pokemon Snap. Can you scroll down?
No, I
Alright.
can't scroll back any that down any more than that comment that you just read.
Okay, so I'll carry on then.
Fudge, why can't I see any of them? That's so strange.
So Ryan said he's I'm hoping Pokemon Snap is available in Tesco's on the day so I can buy it on payday. That's a great point. I hope it is for you, Ryan.
Come on back in. There's loads.
Are you good? I'm on channel 0, just after Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, when you showed us a dodge roll animation, kind of implies you have to dodge something. That is a good point, running away from Pokemon. Ollie Cool, Nintendo are good and squeezing data into small memory. Channel 0, I mean, you can't give him that since Game Freak is bad at game optimization. Snap is being made by Namco, who are better at it. I always forget that.
Yeah, Bandai Namco.
Lulu,
They made
hey,
Pokken, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Which was a great game. Love that game.
Lupin says, what is the topic for tonight?
So at the moment we're talking about Centro Pokemon leaks. And Pokemon Snap specifically. In the past we've talked about Pokemon cards have now become a lot easier to buy within the UK in storefronts as they've opened. I'm assuming they've probably had stock for months, but
yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. I actually don't know. But we're getting up to the bigger stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely think Snap will have DLC, says Ollie Cool. Do you remember PlayStation Home Image? If they did that, but with Pokemon Home, kind of like a place you could visit your mons, not your mum, your mons, like with Pokemon Stadium vibe with mini games. That would be really cool. I'd be well happy with that. Like an actual, like what you'd expect when you went to like Professor Oak's lab.
Don't even start me on Pokemon Stadium. I've been waiting for Pokemon Stadium 3 longer than I've been waiting for Pokemon Snap 2.
Oh dear. I like the fact, Captain Ad says, I like the fact that Gigantamax can happen to Pokemon that aren't fully evolved. Good point.
I agree, like Pikachu, like the Chonky Boy.
Chonky Boy. And Dio says Gigantamax and Dynamax are work better for the meta because they aren't OP and involve actual strategy and can be worked around. Okay, fair point, yeah.
I agree. So, after all those comments, I would like to put a few things to your brain about Pokemon Snap. So, I've wrote down, we've got the loads of different levels, loads of different, like, variations. You can go left and right. That means you'll need to play the level at least 4 times, day and night on both sides.
Yeah.
So, different routes. Do you think you'll be able to level up your protagonist?
Oh my god, I hope so.
That'd be cool.
Like get to a certain point, add a new something on your camera, add a new filter, add a
zoom in better.
And yeah, add more zoom, add new, I don't even know what else you could do, but
they keep saying replayability on this game, so it makes me think 8 levels, you got to go through them 4 times each, so you know, whatever. So for me that is replayability, but am I going to be playing it for the next few years? No. If that's the case, it's going to last me a few months and I'll probably sell it, which just makes me really sad.
It will tide me over until Shining Pearl and Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl come out.
Good point. Never thought of that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like they're doing with these.
Yeah, it's a filler.
Pokemon Snap until Shining Diamond Brilliant Pearl come out because they feel like we're getting a bit bored of just doing Sword and Shield, and then Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl ties us over until Arceus comes out. No, I agree. Again, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, so this game's going to be, I think it's going to be a filler then, so I genuinely think it keeps splatting out replayability, but genuinely, now that you've said that, I can't see it being longer than, I think you're going to be bored after a month. Yeah, I like maybe a couple of months, maybe even 3 months.
If you're really hardcore and you're going back and playing the levels again and again and again and again, maybe like 3 or 4 months.
If you're doing 100%, then maybe 3 months, maybe 3 or 4 months, yeah.
One thing I do hope that they have, which I actually haven't got wrote down, but it's just come to my head, is I do hope they have like a Pokedex, in the sense of now I've seen that Pokemon because I want to be able to complete the game. Because in the original game, it didn't say, oh, you've now took a picture of all the available Pokemon, you've completed the game. That didn't happen. What happened is when you finished the end level and you took a picture of Mew, you finished the game, and that was the game over. Which is disappointing, because in that case, it's like, okay, now I've took a picture of Mew. Have I completed the game, or have I? Because
it does say on the website that you do have a Pokedex of sorts. I can't remember exactly what it's called.
Photodex.
Photodex. So I can't imagine, specifically with the wording like that, I can't imagine them not being like, you must catch them all.
Yeah, because the whole point is because, like, yeah, I don't know. I just want to be able to be like, okay, there's, just gonna pull out a number out there, like 200 Pokemon, for example. So there's 200 Pokemon in this game. How do I know I've caught all 200? Because the old game didn't actually tell you. It tells you. It tells you when you've took a picture of a new Pokemon that you've not seen before, but it doesn't say, okay, it tells you how many you've took a photo of. So, for example, there's like 60 Pokemon. If you've took a picture of 60, it will tell you, but there's no way of knowing that there's only 60 Pokemon in the game. It doesn't go, you've now took a picture of every single Pokemon in the game, congratulations, you've completed it. It doesn't say that.
That's so weird though, because that's like such an integral part of a Pokemon game, like such an integral part.
I am talking 20 years ago, of course, so
that is true, but still, it blows my mind.
Yeah, so that's a thing that I hope that they take into consideration. There needs to be at least 200 Pokemon in this game, and to be honest with you, I'm not even worried about that, because I genuinely think there is, because the levels look absolutely rammed.
Yeah, they look chock-a-block. I love it.
Which is great, because that means you're going to have to go through it more than 1 or 2 times. Because if there's Pokemon on your left, this is your left, I don't know why I was like this. If there's Pokemon on your left, and then you see a Pokemon on your right, you haven't got 8 arms. You can't, take a picture of this side and then turn around, because Pokemon's going to be gone, because you're going forward.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to go through the levels more than once, day and night. There's sometimes you have to go left and right in like a split fork in the road type thing. So I'm not too mad about the fact, I'm not like nervous about the fact there's going to be 200 Pokemon. I think there is going to genuinely be more. So,
good. I hope that there are.
That's one thing I am hopeful for. However, I still want there to be more than 10 levels, but that's just me being picky.
Man, we'll see. We will see in 1 week and 4 days.
Yeah, that's true. One last thing about Pokemon Snap I do want to talk about, because I love this game and I want it to be so good, is, did you see in the trailer there was Lugia?
Oh, fudge! No, I didn't. Wait, what?
No, I
didn't, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't actually. So I haven't seen the English one.
In the English one.
I flicked through, like I scrolled through it at the bottom of my phone.
When I watched the English one, I swear there was things in the English one that weren't in the Japanese one.
There might have
because
been.
I saw Lugia and I lost my mind. I was like, "Yes, legendaries! Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want."
Oh my god!
So yeah.
That is okay.
So I saw Lugia. I saw the glowing what looked to me like a Gigantamax Meganium.
I got Aluminum Meganium.
Meganium, yeah. So, yeah. That's all I've got for Pokemon Snap. As far as I'm aware, unless there's some more stuff below my stuff I've wrote down. So, but we'll get
there.
Yeah. So, that's all I got for Pokemon Snap. So, shall we move on for now?
Yeah, let's go.
Lovely. We're going to shred through them. Right. Okay. So... we always have to bring this up every week because it makes me laugh, and someone specifically wanted me to talk about this, so which will go on to the viewer questions in a bit, which links in with this, but we'll talk about this so far. Will you stand up, goddammit? Alright, I'll just put it down here. So I've got a list in front of me of every single grading company that is going to be here by May.
Oh my god, he actually has a list.
I actually have a list.
Trying to think of them off the top of his head.
No, I have them wrote down. I have them wrote down.
So proud, Joey.
Thank you. I have to have them wrote down because otherwise I forget. So, and thank you for the people that inboxed me on Instagram and showed me these ones I've never heard of because they are hysterical. So,
how many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
You say that like it's just a normal thing now. Yeah, it's like 7.
It is the norm now.
We haven't had a single one for the past, ever.
Ever.
And now all of a sudden we got 7 in the space of, what, 2 months?
Yeah, something like that. Ridiculously small amount of time.
Stupid. Anyway, so these
Alright,
are the
what's up?
names. So on the top of the list, we got Universal Grading, formerly known as UK Grading, who's owned by Mark. Very nice guy. Really hopeful for that one. Noble Grading. Their logo is horrible. If you're watching, please change it. I've not seen your slabs yet. Can't comment. Get Graded. Ones with the black slabs. These are coming back. They should have come back today, but they're not here, so I'm assuming they'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
So be sure to subscribe for that. But Get Graded, I like those. Poke Grade UK, who launched last week, and they've had like 200 subs over the weekend.
They're the subscription only service, aren't they?
The subscription only, so you have to be subscribed to the Poke Club, which is on this channel. We've got an interview with Pete, again, really nice guy. Hopeful for them. They love Pokemon. They absolutely love it. So they're passionate.
I would hope so.
Yeah, no, and they're only doing Pokemon as well. Like these others, like Get Graded, are doing Dragon Ball now. So I'm definitely thinking of sending them off my Bulma. 100%.
Yeah, do it.
Just look really nice in a case. Anyway, so we've got Poke Grade, Only Grade.
Oh, I remember them. They got the bad logo, don't they? They've got
another bad logo. Goodwin Brothers.
Remember those? Yep.
They're the ones with the stars. Please change your star system. And a new one that was sent to me, I believe only yesterday. MGC Grading. Yeah.
That's a name.
Yeah.
Sorry, my face.
I saw your face and I was like, yeah, exactly. So.
You know the first thing that comes up is MGC Pharmaceuticals.
Okay, it's not them.
No, not CGC.
No, not CGC. MGC.
Grading.
These.
I'm just so excited. I'm just
MGC _ Grading UK. So it's these.
Majesty's Grading Service.
Majesty's Grading Service. So they're following me. Thank you for following me.
Oh my god. Oh god, they got a bloody lion as well. They've got like a football. Why have they got a symbol that I associate with football on their things?
Because I believe that they grade sports cards as well.
Oh, okay, that does.
So that makes sense because.
Oh, see? That's
yes. So they grade sports cards, football cards.
Ah, damn.
Okay. I'm going.
My camera did a weird thing with the lighting. There we go. We're actually.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not mad about them because no one grades sports cards in this country.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
So they're aiming at an audience that's actually not hit yet.
Yep.
Because...
they've got to get ready. Something really cool is coming. 13 days, 6 hours, 33 minutes, and about 40 seconds. There's a little timer at the bottom of their website.
So that's probably when they're releasing. And to be honest with you, hit me up if you really, if you want to, at MGC UK. I don't know anything about them, and their logo isn't too bad, and I think the slabs look okay. So, but no.
It said, launch date announced May 2021. Thank you for the support. We have now filled the 500 trial spaces and we'll be contacting you very soon on how to submit your first card. If you have unfortunately not registered in time, please still leave your email address below so we can notify you when we launch and get in contact just in case the space comes about available further down the line.
I'm going to be honest, I don't own any sports cards. I do like football, so it's not through not wanting to. I just don't own any because I don't have any spare money, and I prefer Pokemon much over football. So yeah, that. But yeah, so
cool that, or I at least have respect for them because they're not just jumping in on the Pokemon stuff. They're here to grade everybody's sports cards, which, like you said, we don't have in the UK. So I at least have respect for these people.
Yeah, the Goodwin Brothers one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not mad about them either. I just hate their slabs. I'm really sorry. Again, and I said this last week. If you're the one with the star system, and yes, I know it's different, but I'm sorry. I just don't like it. The numbers work.
The numbers look like they're big and hold and the easy, because your brain looks at a number, right?
This
And it
works.
automatically it does. Your brain looks at a number and it automatically reads it. You see a 9, your brain just goes 9.
Yeah.
When you have stars, your brain goes, what do you do?
What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm not mad about any of these companies, and I wish all of them good luck. But I'm gonna be brutally honest, as I am always on this channel. I think 1 or 2 of these will survive.
Mm.
In a year's time, or even less, you'll be really, really lucky to still have 2 of these.
Actually, I was searching on the day before yesterday on eBay for get graded cards. Most of them are selling for even like the trash cards, let's say, like the commons,
basics,
uncommons,
yeah.
regular rares that people get graded. Most of them are selling for about 20 quid.
That's not terrible.
No, that's not terrible at all.
Because it costs you, if you're going on the deal that's costing you 8 quid to grade a £2 card, there's no value charges, so it's automatically doubling your money. And that doesn't mean you can go and grade 100 Charmanders. Please don't.
Unless it's the Check Blame Blister Charmander from Battle Styles, because I actually really like that card.
No, even then, just don't.
What about the secret rare?
No, don't. If you're grading like I seen someone and I cringed. I seen someone the other day sending 1,500 cards to get graded. I was like, one who has £8,000 spare.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, who has £8,000 spare? You either obviously took out a credit card to do this, or you just are stupid.
A small loan.
Yeah. I want a small loan of £8,000 just to grade Pokemon cards in a UK grading company. You got to bear in mind, this is a UK grading company that has absolutely, and I like Get Graded, but they have absolutely just started and have no customer base. So you are putting £8,000 into hoping you can resell these eventually. If this company,
Once again, we are gambling with Pokemon cards.
Yeah, again, if Get Graded go bust, there will be a small chance that these cards will be worth money in a long time. But as of right now, they are worth the base card, what you grade them for, and a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, and that's as of right now. Once the grading thing dies down, and if Get Graded do disappear, which I don't think they will. If they do, though, which there's a small chance of every company, taking a toll, then they're going to be worthless. Like, if you want to grade 1,500 cards to have in your collection because you love Pokemon, I absolutely get it. Because if I had £8,000 spare, I would. But I don't, and personally, I just wouldn't take the risk.
Oh, not in my personal monetary situation right now. I definitely would not take that risk.
Even if I had £8,000 spare, I wouldn't take the risk on grading them. And I wouldn't go with PSA either, because 500,000 cards a week, the market is going to crash.
Well, plus the value things, the value charges on PSA. That would be my
imagine 500,000 cards a week at just, say, £10 a card. 500,000 cards a week. They've made $5 million a week. That's without the value charges. Value charges could be anything from 10 quid to 10 grand. So, yeah, stupid. I'm not looking forward to my value charges when mine eventually decide to roll up.
Yep, I bet not.
No, I'm not. I'm going to have to take out a bloody loan to pay just the value charges, and I've only sent 40 cards.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joey.
It's okay. My own stupid fault. So, but yeah, there's going to be 7 UK grading companies running by the end of May, we assume. Because Universal Grading is apparently got a May, or I think they pushed back to June because they said they wanted to get it right. The others I'm not sure about. Get Graded and PokeGrade are already a thing, and I think there's Goodwin and it was Noble Grade or Only Grade in the beta testing finding people period, aren't they? So yeah.
Hot damn.
So yeah, and that's gone as well. So yeah, so we'll catch up with the comments in a second, but just I just wanted this to sink in for a second. The market in the UK is desperate for a company. In America, there are 3. And there is a reason there are only 3. Because if there was any more in America, it's massive compared to us. There is 3. We only need 1 or 2. Not 7.
Nope, not 7. Agreed. A 3 max.
3 are push.
3 is like a healthy amount of competition.
Yeah. And hopefully, Get Graded are obviously already forming their own slight customer base because they're selling on eBay now for higher than retail.
Yeah.
Let's
In my
say.
personal opinion, their slabs also look the nicest. The black with the silver and the holographic.
I like theirs. I haven't seen Poke Grades because they won't release it to the public. They're only releasing it to the Poke Club. I've seen the back of it, and that looks okay. Can't comment on the front. Get Graded look really nice. Obviously, I've got them here. I like the first lot were terrible, and they know this, hence taking the mick out of themselves.
And Butterfly.
Yeah. This though is just beautiful on the back.
I'm a sucker for a good holographic, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, UK grading slabs look very. They've changed their name to Universal Grading in the beta stage of trying to set up their company. Their slabs do look similar to this black.
They do look very similar,
but
don't they? Yeah.
They've got like a blue edge. They don't have this. They've got like a square, a bit like PSA basically. Imagine PSA and these had a baby and it's blue and black. So they look quite nice, and I'm looking forward to eventually seeing those. So that's all I've got on the graded thing.
In between topics, then I'm just going to catch up on comments.
Yeah, no problem.
Real quick. Channel Zero says, I just remembered I brought my idea in how in these next Pokemon games there won't be much of trading. I would like to add to it that with Home, future games might not have trading. What do you think about that, Joey?
I like trading.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very integral part of the Pokemon play experience.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them getting rid of it anytime soon because it's literally been in there since day 1.
Yeah. I will be really upset. I'll be really upset if there's no trading and if Pokemon Home takes over, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I can't work home to save my life.
I can't stand it. I'm not going to lie. It drives me up.
Can you work it?
Yeah, I can work it, but I don't like it.
I can't work it. I just want to get my shiny Pokemon off Pokemon Go to my sword, and I can't because I don't know how to do it. So.
And Dio says, Joey, sorry I was so busy and I didn't get back to you about your server on Friday.
I can't remember what I said. Sorry, Dio. Thank you for joining.
Channel Zero says, from launch, Snap is supposed to fulfill us on our dose of Pokemon for 6 months until the remakes. So if there is supposed to be DLC for Snap, it would be announced 2 to 3 months after launch. So that makes a lot of sense.
Brilliant point, Zero. Love that.
Zero also says, we are supposed to get the Pokemon MOBA game around this year. Yeah, Unite. I always forget about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that a battle? Isn't that a battle dedicated game?
Yeah, so it's basically like League of Legends, but Pokemon.
Never played League of Legends. I can't comment.
So you have set Pokemon that you can pick, like Pokken, and it's a MOBA. So basically, you have to it's kind of like a capture the flag.
Oh, nice. That sounds weird.
It's kind of like tabletop down, and you have to wait for your moves to charge, and then you hit them, and then you've got like 3 or 4 moves. A bit like if Overwatch was tabletop.
Again, I've not played Overwatch.
Christ's sakes, Joey.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. We are meant to be getting that at some point this year. I think it's going to be big in the East because MOBA games are huge in the East. Also, Tencent is making the game and they are huge in China. Literally massive. But yeah.
They're trying to put a ban on things like microtransactions though, aren't they? And things like that. Angry Joe was talking about it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've had that conversation for a while.
Yeah.
Microtransactions ever since mobile games started coming out, not because mobile and mobile are different. Yeah, it's ever since mobile games started coming out, I've been hearing that argument, and nothing's been done. So
No, I don't think. I think there's too much money in it, and it's like, shut up.
Mm.
Here, I have £1,000,000.
Ollie, it says, Joey, have you submitted to PokerGrade UK yet? And what do you think of the price?
Ollie, no, I haven't submitted to PokerGrade. Mainly because of the price. And I like Pete and everything, and I think he's a really nice guy. But at the moment, I don't have the money to spend £20 on one slab. I've just sent to get graded to finish my review, and I just haven't got the money. To be honest, I haven't got £20 to spend on any slab at the moment.
Yeah, I feel you.
Let alone poke grades. So I will eventually. They'll be my next to review after get graded, because I'm gonna do them one by one. So, but at the moment, no. And what do I think of their price overall?
How much is it per card?
I think it's £20. There's
Oh,
there's no value charges though. Again,
okay.
as far as I'm aware.
How much is get graded when normally not with the promotion?
15, I think, when it's not with the promotion.
Right.
But they've got a freeze on at the moment, and they haven't said when it's ended at £8. So
Okay. Not bad.
yeah, it's not bad. But the thing is, I don't know how Get Graded to do it, and Kane, the owner of Get Graded, has invited me up to Leeds to go and watch how they grade the cards.
Oh my god, Joey, that would make the best video!
Yeah, I know. So that will be cool, and I will be doing that. But Poke Grade, basically, they have Pete, who will examine the card, and then at the same time, the other grader, who's Jano, who's the jewelry specialist, he will also be looking at the card. So they've got two people grading the card at once. If you're spending an hour looking at that card, it's £10 per employee,
Yeah,
if you will.
okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
So I think it's justifiable in that sense. I did have a comment the other day saying it's a ridiculous price for someone who's not a professional. But my argument then is what would you class as a professional? I don't really know at this point, because I mean, obviously I know you have the PSA graders, but at the moment PSA are taking on new graders. So
they are, and I've heard that there's been a lot of discrepancies in their grades because of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, so what, at this point, what do you class as a professional grader? Is it someone who's just been collecting cards for, like, you know, years and knows what they're talking about? Or is it just someone who's got just a good eye? Or is it both? Because if it's both, then Poke Grade, you would class them as professional graders, because one is a jewelry specialist and has been looking at diamonds for years.
Oh my god, yeah, no, alright. I would trust somebody that's been looking at diamonds for years to grade my cards. 100%.
Jewelry specialist in diamond clarity, I think it was. So that just argues the point of, okay, so you tell me what a professional grader looks like, because at this point in time I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, like if I'm trusting, I would trust whoever's looking at my rings to look at my Pokemon cards, 100%. Especially
if they've been fans of it for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what class as a. Let me know in the comments what you would class as a professional grader, because at this point in time I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because I can see where they're coming from, because I think that people have it in their head that for the longest time PSA has been like this elite group of people sharing this elite knowledge just between themselves, and obviously it's not like that anymore. They have opened up the job to your average Joe, so maybe that comment would have stood up to the mark a year ago, let's say, maybe even 8 months ago, but it doesn't anymore because they're not this elite group anymore.
And like you said, they're taking on new
Joe Blogs from down the road.
Yeah, they're taking on new people, and that just begs to, like, I've had a lot of people, like you say, have their cards come back and be like, I literally sent this knowing it's not going to get a 10, it's come back a 10, what is going on?
Yeah, I know somebody on Instagram called PSA Pimp.
Yes,
it was actually
it
was in one of Matt Colley's videos recently.
Yes.
Yeah. And he has Oh my god, he regrade. I don't know where the man gets the money from. For starters, he regrades his cards like there is no tomorrow because he knows how to play that system. Because he knows he can get a better grade. Because he knows when that card comes back, if it's not the grade he wants, he can send it to Beckett and get the grade that he wants. Or he knows he can regrade it at PSA and get the grade that he wants just because somebody else is having a look at it. That's not an elite group of people. That's gambling for grades.
Yeah. That's a loophole in the system.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you're getting a card back and it comes back a 9 and you're like, this is pack fresh and I think it's a 10, you just crack that bad boy open and send it back and just pay an extra 20 quid again.
Yeah, and if you've got the money to do it, then it's all good.
Madness. I'd never thought of that. That sounds really pathetic that I never thought of that, but I actually genuinely never thought of that.
To be honest, I didn't think about it until I well, not met him because I haven't met him in person, but like I've been on voice chat and calls with him and stuff, and like I was like, "What? You're cracking these open with a hammer?
What are you doing?
What are you doing, you madman?" It might not be a hammer, but he is cracking them open
I know what you mean,
and sending them off, and I was just like, "Oh my god,
madness,
mm.
madness." So yeah, so I've run out of things to say for the second because I would like to do a little plug if that's okay.
Oh, go. We love a plug.
So I've got a little plug. Just, it's not a plug for myself. It is a little bit, but it's more of a thank you. So something different that I don't know if you've noticed this year, but above my head, I have a Patreon list. So I have some Patreons, and basically I've started up a Patreon last week, and thank you so much to everybody that has joined, and everybody that has joined is in the list above me. And I just want to shout them out and say thank you very much. So we have Shona, Logan and Bethany, who are Pokemon Master Patreons, Hollow Raichu, who's a Pokemon trainer, Amy White, who's a Pokemon trainer, Darcy Girl, who has an amazing YouTube. Go and check that out. It's literally just Darcy Girl the way it's right up the top. She's a Pokemon Master. And Robert Butcher. So thank you so much to all of those for being Patreons. And if you want to be a Patreon, please do consider it. It helps me out so much. And if you're a Pokemon Master Patreon, you actually get a free pack on my breaks. 1 pack a month. It's completely free, postage as well, as long as you're in the UK, and you get a shout out in every video for the month as well, even if you're just the Pokemon trainer for just £1. So, and if you have a channel that you want shouting out, I can add that onto the end of it. So yeah, and you have early access to videos as well, and also you get to basically choose my video ideas for that month as well. So please do consider becoming a Patreon. The link is below. That's my little plug. So
It's a lovely little plug.
Thank you so much. I just can't believe that people actually, support this channel. Like, I mean, I have Tofu come on, who's an amazing YouTuber, and I'm so blessed to have her as a friend and come on and do this with us. So
it made me cry when people first when people first signed up to my Patreon, because I didn't expect anybody to, like you, and I did it like literally. I made my Patreon when I got demonetized by YouTube because I didn't receive my AdSense pin in time, and I was like, literally, I was like, I made a video. Birdkeeper Toby tweeted it out, reposted it on his community page on YouTube. I was like literally in tears because it was a bad year. It was a bad time of the year as well, like for me in general. And and then all these people just came onto Patreon, and I was like, oh my god, thanks guys.
So yeah, no, like Tofu just said, I don't think you realise, but these videos, we've been on live now for nearly 2 hours. This is 2 hours. This is 2 hours. It's our podcasts are 3 or 4 hours long. Do you know what I mean? So this is like our time, and I personally don't get paid for YouTube. I mean, you're blessed now, and you do get a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not as much as you think, guys.
No, it really isn't. So, So yeah, Patreon is just a way of me being able to afford to just continue to do this, because everything that I get on Patreon, I put towards putting back in the channel. Like, I wouldn't have been able to have got these this month, these things. I wouldn't have been able to get these if, oh god, I wouldn't have been able to have got those if it wasn't for the Patreon support. And guess what? You as the Patreons get also first dibs on the packs in these. And I'm not making any money on them. I literally, you know, whatever I pay for these, I just split it by however many packs are in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, just to make it fair, I'm gonna, whoever's watching on Saturday break, I'm gonna do a random draw, and I think there's 5 of these. So I'm gonna literally put you all in like a random thing, and whoever comes out will get the Pikachus. So it all goes. I'm not keeping anything other than the trash, basically, the packets and the boxes that go in recycling. I'm not keeping
Every
nothing.
single time I pull absolute arse, I'm like, no, Joey, don't send it to me. Save the postage. Just keep it.
Yeah, no, I think I got 5 packs of yours now in total.
I don't even know what to say to do with them.
Honestly, I'll just keep it. I'll keep them here. I could send them out to you eventually, when you eventually get a pull.
No, leave it. I'm not...
So yeah, Patreon, you know, it just helps me out so much. And like I said, with the top tier Patreons, like, I'm not going to take £10 of your money. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to go back into the channel, and I'm going to give you a free pack per month as well, just to say thank you. And yeah, Patreons as well. So I don't know whether you know, Patreon only. I put my packs up for sale to my Patreons the second that the box break finished on Saturday, and I've already sold 15 out of the 20 packs to the Patreons. So I've only got 5 packs available after this stream to the public. So I managed to get hold of 2 more Pikachu boxes. So 8 more packs. But I'm not getting those until tomorrow, so I'm not going to put the packs up for sale until I get the packs tomorrow, just to make sure they do arrive. So
just in case.
Just in case, yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, and obviously this week I'm going to go on a Pokemon hunt, which you guys apparently want to see. So hopefully I can get some more Shining Fates for this weekend. But yeah, so if you want to consider becoming a Patreon for as little as £1, you get shout out, you get priority to the packs on the box breaks, which I don't make any money on anyway, but obviously I'd just rather people who viewed me had them for retail rather than, you know, John down the road who doesn't care about me on my channel and then pulls a Charizard knowing his luck. So yeah, that's my little plug. Thank you for listening. And yeah, please become a Patreon of even mine or Tofu's, because you've got a Patreon as well.
I do, although I don't have as much to offer as Joey. But then I don't even have a Master Ball tier. I just have my little £1 tier where you get the videos early, and get to vote on upcoming content, basically.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, that's what I've got. I want to start it, the voting of the upcoming content. I mean, so yeah, shout out done. Go away. I just had to write it down, because otherwise I would have forgotten to thank everyone, but forgotten to, you know, explain what it actually is. I'm not just taking people's money.
Right, while we're changing subject again, I will catch up on comments.
Please.
Channel Zero, to elaborate, when I talk about the trading, since they are trying to shove home down our mouths to help with the issue of hackers and such, and it wouldn't be new for Game Freak to change a liked mechanic. That is true. It wouldn't be un-Game Freak to change a liked mechanic. It's just the only personal reason I don't think it is because despite it's been there since day one. It's not like Megas, which came in like halfway through and then they got rid of them and then people were pissed. It's like literally been there since 1996.
I'm gonna be really mad if we can't trade.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah, I'd be really upset.
I love a good wonder trade.
Oh, me too.
Bad. Let's have a quick wonder trade.
Yeah, give me my Swinub.
And Channel Zero also says, I don't know any graders to which compare. Now, if we are talking about a self-degrader, then I'm my own enemy. Oh, don't be so harsh on yourself, man. Scarleg, patrons. Oh, are we saying it wrong? Patreon is the platform. The people are patrons. Everyone gets that wrong. yeah, I do get that. I get that wrong all the time.
Okay.
Chili Creations says, with all these new grading companies starting up, do you think some form of regulation will be needed to be implemented across the market to stop companies grading their own cards as high grades? I hadn't even thought about that. That's well cheeky.
Wait, say that again.
So Chili Creations is suggesting that if there is too much competition,
Yeah.
companies might start deliberately grading their cards as higher grades than the cards actually are, because if you're more likely to get a higher grade, the resale value is higher, and therefore you're more likely to go to that company. So they're
Ooh.
saying, based off that potential theory, do we think that there will need to be regulation implemented across the market?
Bloody hell, yeah, no, that's a good point. Personally, that's one thing I like about Get Graded. Obviously, I can't speak for any of the others because I haven't seen any of them. But with Get Graded, it's virtually impossible to get a 10, 10, 10, 10. 10s across the board, literally impossible.
It's 10s across the board, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, let's not go there. Don't start me, don't start me.
I'm so sorry.
So I'm not going to do a death drop.
To see that walk. Sorry.
But yeah, yeah, Get Graded. I think it's like 12 or 13 10s now they've give out, like literal, all across the board 10s. It's something really low.
Yeah, it's not much. I do see why you would be worried that that might happen. However, I think that this will only happen if the competition number stays high. If all 7 of these companies somehow manage to last.
They won't.
Then yeah, we might see those issues. But I don't think that they will, and therefore there isn't a pre-existing notion of that happening, because if it's not going to happen in like America is the country of if we can, we will. Like, I feel like that's pretty fair to say. And if it's not happening in America amongst Beckett and PSA, etc., then I doubt it's going to happen here. Because I think that the 3 will stay, but like Joey has said, and like for example Beckett, we all know it's easier to get a PSA 10 than it is to get a Beckett 10.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. But the 2 companies, like, they run on track with each other. They're still both existing. They're still both okay.
They still do really well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got CGC that just on the like little side, and he's also doing incredibly well.
Yeah, so based on that, I personally don't think that there will be need to be any regulations, but that's only if, as Joey has predicted, that not all 7 of them stick around and just like 3 of them do.
I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to throw this out there. In America, you've got, like I said, you've got 2, 3 really, really good, reputable graders. Has anyone even come along and tried to compare themselves to either of them or all of them? No, they haven't. They're all their own thing. They're all 3 are very different and do things by themselves very well. If you've got something extremely rare, you more than likely will send it to CGC, or an error will be sent to CGC because they will more than likely define it better. Yes. If you've got something that's incredibly minty and vintage, you will more than likely send it to Beckett or PSA, because that will hold the most value as my camera turns off. If you've got something that you just want to quickly flip because you know it's going to get a 10, you'll send it straight to PSA, which is why everyone's sent to PSA, because everyone keeps saying this. If you want to make money, this £10 cards all of a sudden become 100 because it's a PSA 10. Like, that's why it's receiving 500,000 cards a week. So you have people that hate Pokemon, don't even care, that are sending thousands of cards over to them just to try and get them back quickly and then make money. And they're going to have a huge bill of the value charges when it hits on their doorstep.
Really
and I cannot wait for people to start raging on the internet for that.
I can't either.
Because that's a hidden charge that no one tells you about.
Nope.
So, and no one, when Logan Paul's spatting all this out as well, he doesn't tell you about the value charges either. So whoever's paid £60,000, which are idiots by the way, for his cards, in his box breaks, in his packs, if you paid 60 grand for a Charizard and you want to get that graded, I hope you got another spare 60 grand lying around.
So Unlisted Leaf did a video on this.
Oh, did he? Okay, go.
Yeah, Logan grades them and sends them to you graded.
Oh, really? Okay, I take it back. Sorry about that. I'll take that back. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Logan gets them all graded himself, pays for everything, and you get sent all 10 cards graded already in their slabs.
Right, okay. I'm going to take everything I just said back because I did not know that.
There you go.
Okay, no, my bad.
Information makes the world go round.
Absolutely. So, didn't know that. That's completely, that was news to me.
Yeah, it was news to me when I saw the video.
I don't really watch Unlisted Leaf's newer stuff.
I don't either. I literally just, well, after the Logan Paul hype, I saw it and went, huh, and was like, and that's literally the last
okay.
I've watched in ages. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just came up on my recommended because I'd been watching the Logan Paul stuff, and I was like, yeah, all right, let's see.
Well, I won't start talking about other Pokemon YouTubers because it rattles me. So.
All right, I'm gonna continue going through the.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Pokemon Mike 101 says, evening guys, quick question for both of you if I can. I used to collect 10 years ago but quit around 7 years ago due to burnout. When did you guys start your collections and how do you budget?
Great question. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can do. It's not really something I need to think about, is it? It's just so I started collecting in, well, kind of. I started collecting initially in the black and white era. And just kind of for fun. I hadn't picked up a Pokemon card, like any Pokemon cards in ages, and then one day I just saw some and went, you know what, I'm gonna pick these up. I like Suicune, I'm picking this tin up. Oh no, it was like, I like Meganium. It was a Meganium Prime tin. There we go. Heart Gold Soul Silver. Hey, there we go. And I was like, I like Meganium, I'm going to pick up this tin. And I really loved opening it. And so I just kind of went with it for a bit. I stopped around about the X and Y, late X and Y, early Sun and Moon era. And then I came back in literally again. So we used to go to Forbidden Planet, which is a comic book and gaming geek store in the UK. I used to go to Forbidden Planet with my partner to pick up his comic books once a week. And I noticed that they did Pokemon cards, and I was again like, you know what, I haven't done this in ages. So I just took one home and was like, and opened it and got the thrill again, because every single time I open a pack, it makes me feel like I'm like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe like 8 years old. Yeah, 8 years old. It makes me feel like I'm 8 years old again. So that's, I got back into it because every time I did it, I felt like a child, and that's a lovely thing to feel because you forget about all your responsibilities in the world, etc.
Yeah,
and you just focus on the shiny pieces of cardboard that you've got in front of you.
Yes.
Also, it's a little bit like gambling, which is also a great thrill.
Yeah.
Not that we advertise gambling, only gamble with your shiny cardboard, don't actually gamble.
Yeah.
How do I budget though? I literally only buy what I can afford in a month, which in all honesty isn't a lot. I will very much not buy Pokemon cards for about 3 months and then spend about 60 to 80 pounds on the pre-release boxes for the new set. And that is pretty much because I know that that's all that I can personally afford. I don't ever spend more than I can afford. And that's like literally how it rolls. Any other Pokemon cards you ever see me opening are normally bought for me by lovely patrons of my channel.
That's really nice.
Yeah, which is lovely, and I'm forever grateful.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm about the same as you. I obviously picked them up. My nan used to buy me from like corner shops all the time, or like after school I'd get like a pack. And yeah, I didn't really get too much when I was little, other than from my nan. So it's sort of, I've always loved the games more. I've always played the games. So, and then the Pokemon cards were just added because I love the games. And I just sort of went from there. I collected the like Neo Gen and stuff like that, but then I stopped. I played the games still. I've always played the games, but I stopped collecting the cards for, God, gotta be 10 years. Gotta be more, maybe. So I've maybe picked them up again when I was about 17, 18. So I was like, I had college and stuff, and no one.
What era was that for you?
Pardon?
What era was that when you were 17, 18? Was that Diamond and Pearl era?
Yeah, Black, White, Diamond, Pearl, that type of thing, which is when I really stopped playing the games as well. But then I needed a liver transplant, which I know, bombshell. Yeah, I needed a liver transplant. So I was, I was very poorly. But I've always had my Nintendo 64. I've always played Stadium and Snap and played Yellow on my TV, that sort of thing. And then I was like, I've got a DS because I had a DS for the Zelda games. I was like, I'm going to pick up the new one, which I believe at the time, what was the first 3DS game?
X and Y.
X and Y, that was right, yeah. And I picked that up and bloody loved it.
I loved it when X and Y came out. I was so thrilled. It was fantastic.
X and Y, Sun and Moon, loved them. And then what was after that? It was what was after Sun and Moon?
Oh, Sun and Moon was literally Sword and Shield.
Yeah, so Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
So X, Y, Sun, Moon, Sword and Shield, played all of them, and I picked them up. I started picking up the cards again around about 2013, so I stopped after Neo Gen, and then I started picking the cards up again in about 2013. Because like bedridden, sad, wanted some nostalgia to go with my playing Pokemon Snap in bed.
Actually about the same time that I started picking them back up as well. Then,
yeah,
pretty much. Mine was like, I literally finished uni, then I did a year not in uni, and then I went up north. So mine was about 2014 when I started collecting again.
Yeah, so exactly. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was just like, I've always had my card collection under my bed, like type thing anyway. And you know where you're just sort of going under your bed and you're finding your old toys, and found my cards. This is in 2013. I was like, I'm going to go out and buy some Pokemon cards just because I like them.
So can we say, I feel like it's fair to say, right, so I'm about to potentially drop a personal bombshell here.
Okay.
So you got back into Pokemon cards after you had your liver transplant and you got back into Pokemon, right?
Say that
and
again.
You did that. You got back into Pokemon cards and Pokemon in general after your liver transplant, and you were feeling really down, right?
Yeah.
So you basically started playing Pokemon to make yourself feel better because it reminds you of simpler times when you were a child.
Yeah,
right?
basically, yeah, absolutely.
I started picking up Pokemon cards again while I was in an abusive relationship to make myself feel better because it reminded me of simpler times.
Oh,
and the second time that I did, and the second time that I got back into Pokemon cards was when I had PTSD because it reminded me of simpler times.
Yeah.
So basically, we got back into Pokemon cards because we were feeling like shite.
Yeah, we are broken people. So.
And we needed to pick me up.
Yeah. And
then
you know,
Pokemon was sat there waiting for us.
Pokemon are our drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Don't do gambling. Just do Pokemon.
Just shiny cardboard. So yeah, but no, because I skipped Neo Gen to X and Y, and I don't know whether this is the same with you, I didn't know full arts and things were a thing.
No, I didn't. I got my first ever, like, what did I get? I got a Kyurem EX, and I was so happy.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this card is sick. Why has no one... Well, I have no friends, but why has no one told me about this?
I know, right? And then the second time I got back into Pokemon was when Rainbow cards started to exist.
Yeah.
What was the first I picked up? It was Shining Legends, I'm pretty sure, was my first ever.
Oh, I love that set.
Oh my god, and I picked, oh my god, like what a set to get back into, Shining Legends.
Great set. I saw it Shining Mew, who's been at PSA for a year now.
Oh, poor baby.
I know, my poor Mew.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I was feeling sad, and nostalgia made me feel better, basically. So yeah, I'm not even going to deny it. But yeah,
you can't.
after I had my transplant though, and I was enjoying my shiny cardboard, I did have to go to college, so, and I didn't have a job, I just had college, so I did have to stop buying them. But I still had the cards that I purchased because I've still got my shining Mew.
Yeah.
So I'd still have my cards to look at, and I still obviously played my games the whole time. But yeah, so what was the last part of the question? I forgot.
No, I think that was, and how do you budget for it?
Okay, so budget-wise, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't, because I'm very naughty like that, and I spend way too much on Pokemon cards. Don't buy £200 mystery boxes because you won't be able to pay your bills, basically, is what we could say. But yeah, but no, but just budget very carefully and just don't overbuy, because it very, very quickly becomes a domino effect of, well, I've not pulled the card I want, so I need to go out and buy more.
Which is something you need to be careful about, which is kind of why yeah. People say you need to be careful of gambling, so same thing.
It's basically the same thing. But yeah,
If it's eating into your food, a good sign for me is it eating into my food budget?
Yeah.
If it's eating into my food budget, something's gone a bit wrong.
Yeah. You need to stop when you can't afford bread.
Yes.
If you can't afford bread, you need to spend less on Pokemon cards and more on bread.
Yes.
That's my my advice.
Yeah.
Good. Actually, that's Tofu's advice. So.
Yeah. Although I'd probably say a bit further than bread, because like what's the word I'm looking for? Not treasure. Treasure's the wrong word. Treasure might be the right word.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say treasure is absolutely the right word for me. I treasure food.
Yeah, I treasure good food as well, right? Like if I'm having burritos, for starters, I need to, because I'm vegan, I need to buy fake meat. Fake meat is expensive, okay? If I'm having fake, and no burrito is set without guacamole, is complete without guacamole. Do you know how expensive avocados are, guys?
Yeah, everything's just stupidly expensive, and
yeah. So yeah, so if it's eating into my food, so if I like to make sure that I'm trying to eat relatively healthy, not too healthy, but relatively healthy, and just eat a lot of it. Yeah, and if it's eating into that, then something's gone wrong.
I agree with that. I just eat a lot, and I like food.
Yeah.
If I can't eat a lot, I get hangry.
Oh my god, same.
Yeah, I get very emotionally hangry. So.
We went off on a huge tangent there, so I'm going to carry on catching up on comments. Ollie Cool says Shining Fates is so hard to find, but there are a few bits out there. Hoping to find more of the V-Tins soon. Good luck. If you find them, let us know where.
Yeah.
Hello says, what is your favourite shiny vault card? Mine would be shiny Riolu.
Shiny what? Vault card?
Yeah, shiny vault card.
I can't remember any of them.
Probably shiny Umbreon or shiny Sylveon.
I do like Umbreon.
Shiny Umbreon's good, right?
Yeah, like the Blue Moon.
Black.
Yeah.
It's good. Chaz says, to end the trading topic, I will just say this. Yes, trading was there since day one, but TPC put money into home and servers, and they want to milk it like every company. Not to mention the makers of home are the homes making the company making the DP remakes, so I'm sure they want to keep home to strengthen the ties between Game Freak and Ilka. Good point. Chili Creations says amazing content as always. If you had to pick one, what is your favorite style card? EX, GX, or V? Oh,
I don't actually know the difference, to be honest. They all look really nice.
EXs were still kind of kept in the square. They were like bursting out of the square very often.
Yes, that's right. I remember a Gardevoir.
Yeah, and then GX became like the full print, and then the difference between V and GX is basically the black border.
I like the V cards.
Yeah, I like the V cards too. But if I had to say what a favorite card, it's actually Prime cards from Heart Gold Soul Silver, where they are literally bursting out and they've got like the spiky bits around. You know what I mean?
No, I've not seen those. I'll have to look at that.
Oh, I'm not sure that I've got any that are easy to grab, in all honesty.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, no, they're all the other side of this. Yeah. Michael Scott says you two are the perfect combination of perfect and cute. Thank you. I know you've left that comment before, and we still don't know who's who.
Yeah.
Scarlett says Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Oh yeah, we did forget those when we were talking about them. Sorry, yeah, because I went straight to Sword and Shield.
Oh, I like those games.
Yeah, I forgot about those. Pokemon is back to being enjoyable again, says Dan the Man. Yay!
Yeah.
And Poker Mike 101 says, such sweet answers, guys. Thanks. It's nice to find PokeTubers that are in it for the love of it, not the value. Recently buying again myself, but see so many YouTubers opening way too much. Agreed.
Absolutely. Don't even start me.
Right, what we got next, Joey?
Okay.
What we're talking about?
So, I actually have another little plug before we're gonna go into the viewers' Discord questions and Instagram questions, if that's okay.
Go.
So it's not really a plug, it's more of an idea, and I want to see what you and the viewers think of it.
Ooh.
So when I hit 1,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
I don't want to just be like, thanks for 1,000, bye. I think I might have touched on this before. I want to do a stream. And I don't want to do just a stream of streams. I want it to be the best Pokemon stream that has ever happened. And I want it to be a mixture of everything. And I'm going to make a timetable, but this is what it basically consists of, what I would like to do. So
this is ambitious.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is going to be the best. So I've wrote down I need to make a timetable. So we're going to be playing Pokemon games. We're going to have a charity raffle. And by what I mean by charity raffle is we're going to be having prizes of certain things, and you'll obviously pay money. I won't have it. It will go to the charity, and you'll get like a ticket or something, and you'll be able to win prizes. I think we're already sponsored for that. I need to double check. So just to make sure that they still want to do it. So I won't say who they are, obviously, because I want to make sure that they still want to. But they were saying that they wanted to give, you guys prizes of like, Hidden Fates, tins, and ETBs. So they're not just like,
Ooh,
you're
okay.
not just going to win you're not going to just win a little thing. You'll win like some nice stuff. So, and I want to do a box break, open a mystery box. This is all in. So I want to do a 12-hour stream. I don't know whether I said that.
No, you did not. There we go.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, how long is this going to be?
Yeah, so I want to do an all-day stream. I was going to say 24 hours, but I did a 24-hour stream before and no one watched me in the middle of the night, so I didn't see the point of it.
I did a 24-hour stream before, and I had to give up and go to sleep at about 4 a.m. for 2 hours.
I was going sweet. Lindsay got up in the morning at about 8 o'clock. I was like, "You still going?" I was like, So, but no, yeah. So I do want. It's going to be a 12-hour stream of all day, and like I said, I'm going to make a timetable. We're going to be playing Pokemon games, charity raffle. I want to do a box break or several box breaks. And I want to do things for free, so you guys are able to do so if you've got no money. But I will also have paid things as well, such as the raffle, which will be for charity anyway. So
Nice.
I want to open a mystery box, usually a Cosmic Collectibles one, because they're just really fun to open.
Love a good mystery.
I want a guest or guests, Tofu.
Yeah, fine, whenever, yeah.
Yeah. So we want to talk about things on the guests, talk about like things like future games we would want, have talks about, Pokemon in general, questions, hang out, that sort of thing. We're going to have set questions for the live stream, maybe do a Q&A or maybe do a quiz. That'd be cool, like a Pokemon quiz. So yeah, we're going to think of games to play, also take polls on whether you want it to just be Pokemon games. I personally would like just Pokemon games because I'm more than likely a dedicated Pokemon channel now. So yeah, like Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Shield. So yeah, it's going to have mystery box, booster box, box break, raffles to celebrate 1,000. That's what I want to do when I hit 1,000. And I think that's when I'll open my rocket boosters as well.
Yeah,
so it'll have vintage pack opening as well, which you don't see very often.
No,
or if you do, it's a whole booster box. So.
No, I love that. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my little plug. What do you think in the comments, guys, on that may or may not happen? And my
I'm only going to make one suggestion, and this is actually from a YouTuber point of view. I would personally still open up the rockets in a different video.
Yeah, I can see why.
Just because of the algorithm and the way that you have those videos in the first month.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
They might
do that separately. Yeah.
Which a rocket opening is a very good for the algorithm, easy to push thing that will most likely get quite a lot of views from YouTube. So I'm sorry for ruining the fun and thinking
no,
guys.
I'm joking. So
other than that, it sounds freaking amazing.
Yeah, no, that's what the plan is. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments or my Discord or my Instagram or whatever you want. If you don't want to comment, that's fine.
Can we put a tattoo on your face?
Yeah, sure.
You got these hanging around, don't you?
Yeah, I've got some. I don't know where. They're on my desk somewhere. But, so yeah. Last thing I've got wrote down before we go to the viewers' questions, which I've got on my phone, is, and you've got stuff to talk about anyway.
Yeah.
So, so last thing is just go follow my Instagram, Discord, and Tofu's as well. The break this Saturday, which is Shining Fates, which I showed you before, I've sold 15 out of the 20 packs already, which was to my Patreons. So if you want to become a Patreon like these guys,
when are they going live for the normal people?
They'll go live for the normal people after this video. So they're £6 a pack. It's a maximum of 3 per person, but I think like I've said, I've got more boxes of them coming tomorrow, and I want to go out to town to try and see if there's any more anyway. So at the moment, I've only got 5 left from actually physical in my hand. But that also doesn't get you just a pack; it gets you in the chance to get the Pikachu out of the box as well. So yeah, so and obviously we spoke about whether you wanted the video of me card hunting, which I will be doing this week. Let me know in the comments if you want that as well. And my get graded video will be out as soon as it arrives to me. I'll do an unboxing video, and then I'll have my final overall video a few days later of just a review of the company. That's all. That's all I've got wrote down.
Right. I've got 2 things to talk about. Which,
I'm excited.
That you guys all mentioned in chat that you want to hear about earlier. So let's go. Right. So the first thing is that Asmodee, finally, one of the biggest stock suppliers for the Pokemon company for Pokemon TCG in the UK.
They're the only official.
Are they the only? Oh yeah, because Bliss isn't official, is it?
No, Bliss buy off Asmodee.
That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Have finally said, hang on a second, now I need to get up the picture real quick so I don't misquote it.
I'm excited for this. So this is what we are on about. So the title says Pokemon are cracking down. Yes. So this is what this is what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, shout out to Asmodee, who today changed their T's and C's to only allow VAT registered businesses to acquire stock from them. This means there will be no more bedroom sellers, no more it will be very hard to be a scalper. You're gonna have to be one heck of a dedicated scalper if you want to do that, basically. No bedroom sellers. It means bedroom sellers can no longer get direct stock from the supplier, and legit businesses will no longer have their Pokemon allocations cut because of them. Fantastic.
Brilliant
Pokemon
news.
cracking down on the scalpers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you think this is Asmodee's decision, or do you think it's Pokemon's?
I think it's Asmodee's, or Asmodee, however you pronounce that, realistically. But I'm glad that they did it.
I think it is as well.
I'm glad that they did it. Because it's just going to mean more stock at more reasonable prices, or even better, at RRP all around, and that is
back to normal.
Back to normal, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
I cannot wait for it all to be back to normal. In all honesty, I'm scared of going outdoors, but that doesn't mean that I don't. I'm scared of going outdoors still, but I want my Pokemon goods.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have the option to.
So basically, unless you're a VAT registered business, which means you have to pay money to be a VAT registered business, unless you do that, you can no longer buy Pokemon stuff from Asmodee, who is the only official supplier for Pokemon cards in the UK. When you see Pokemon cards in Tesco's, Asda, Argos, they are more than likely bought from Asmodee.
The mom and pop shops get from Asmodee or Bliss, but like we said, Bliss are getting them from Asmodee anyway. Yeah,
exactly. So basically, this is brilliant news. And why is this brilliant news? Because all these people that are charging ridiculous prices, these bedroom shops, are disappearing. They're going. They are finished.
Oh my god, the Facebook shops. I cannot wait to be rich.
Facebook shops. And the ones that wanted a slice of the pie are gone, or they're going to have to become very serious.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yes, exactly.
So
they're gonna have to get themselves together and do some paperwork and do their taxes.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is brilliant news.
Yep.
In general.
And then it really is. And then the other bit of news that I wanted to cover was about the McDonald's cards and when they're coming to the UK. So for those of you who don't know, there was recently, was it last week or the week before, there was an article that basically said that it's confirmed Pokemon cards are officially coming the 19th of May to UK McDonald's. But big hiccup here in that when I rang all 10 of my local McDonald's, none of them had any idea what I was going on about. So obviously this is not 100% confirmed. We can say, so when you get McDonald's Happy Meals, it comes in the box, right? Mm-hmm. And in the top right hand corner, there is a little tab promoting what will be the next
toys.
The next set of toys. Pokemon will be the next one, but we cannot confirm that this is the cards because the stores don't know. Most likely it will be, but we can't confirm it. We cannot say that this is 100%. That has not been confirmed anywhere by anyone. Mm-hmm. And two, we cannot say for definite that it's the 19th of May, because while on average the promotions run for 6 weeks, and let's see, SpongeBob was started on the 14th, so 1, 2, 3 is the 5th, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks actually leads us to the 26th.
Interesting.
Which is the average time of a McDonald's Happy Meal promotion for the kids things. So yes, they're coming, but in what? Well, yes, Pokemon promotion for Happy Meals is coming, but in what capacity and what date? We're still unknown. It's a massive unknown about whether they will limit how much you can get. One of the biggest rumors that I've personally heard is that you will have to buy a Happy Meal every time you want a pack of cards.
That makes sense.
In hopes that it will basically deter people from just going and buying the stock, because they'll feel too bad for wasting all of the food, unless they're doing a food challenge to go with it. But you get my drift, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest rumors that I've heard, which I'm not mad at, because we saw the state of America and how that got. I will be fully supportive of any measures that they take to try and limit potential damage and help everybody get a little bit, basically.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with all that. I hope if you have to buy it with a Happy Meal, if they don't do that, I hope they limit it. So you can only buy X amount if you are going to buy them. Which, to be honest with you, would make sense. But at the same time, I have absolutely no concerns about the UK stock for Pokemon cards, because we're not stupid.
Are you sure? Are you sure that we're not stupid, Joey?
Well, we are a little bit, but the only reason I say that is because, one, I can find stock here now.
This is true.
And two, America has things like people waiting outside people's houses just to go and follow them to work to go then buy the Pokemon stock, which is abysmally stalkerish and crazy. But at the same time, America is, it's a very bizarre country.
A land of if you can, then you will.
A land of, yeah.
I feel like that sums it up actually quite nicely. If you can, then you will.
Yeah, without, as my camera turns off, again, without going obviously into political details, which I don't want to do, America is a little bit broken.
A wee bit.
So... And a lot of people, I'm just going to use the words, don't have a great amount of money. Therefore, Pokemon is an easy way to make money, because you can walk into a shop, literally buy it, and go and resell it for double very easily in America.
Yep.
We do have that problem, but not to that extent, luckily. No. So...
Again, British people are a wee bit more reserved, at least.
I just think that there isn't the Pokemon scene here like there is in America. There's obviously, you've got the big tournaments there, and
I guess so. We're in a bit of a bubble, aren't we? So,
yeah.
I am definitely within the people that I know and the people that I talk to. I know that I'm definitely in a bubble.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So shall I move on to the people's questions?
Yeah, let's move on to the people. Yeah. Those are like the two big things that I'm really happy about.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, as the Asmodee thing, which is the title of this video, Pokemon are cracking down. No more bedroom sellers. That's what I meant by no more bedroom sellers. Asmodee, the official Pokemon suppliers of the UK, cracking down on bedroom sellers, which is good. So my comment on Instagram, it says here, let's just make sure that I am. So this comes from Trial Captain Ad, and he says, what would be your perfect grading service and what would the slabs look like?
Ooh. Joey, do you have an answer?
Yeah, ish. I mean, I can't obviously say that I'm a professional or anything. I just have my likes and my dislikes, and my likes are I want it to look nice. I don't want trapped air or moisture in my slab, and I don't want I don't want spelling mistakes, and I want my grade to be fair. That's not unreasonable.
I would like it. I'd like it if it could stay under a tenner to grade a card.
Like get graded.
Yeah, like Get Graded are doing at the moment. They've frozen their prices just because that makes it more accessible to people that are truly on a budget, like myself. Yeah,
no value charges.
Yeah, no value charges and things like that. That is, I also, get my spelling correct. Accept error cards. That would be a nice one. Accepting error cards would be nice. So kind of like CGC do in America.
Yes. Did you see that prototype of one of the Pokemon cards that CGC did the other day with the Magic the Gathering on the back?
Oh, no, wait, what? No, I didn't see that.
Oh, madness. Let me show you. It was beautiful.
Find me it.
Absolutely insane card. I was like, what? I did not even know that existed. That is mental.
Sorry, I've just seen Scarlegg's comment. No more bedroom sellers. I feel attacked. You're all right because you're an eBay shop. eBay shops.
Oh, that counts. Yeah, that totally counts.
You're selling individual cards, and most of the cards you're selling aren't cards that are printed anymore. So you are a-okay.
Yeah, you're absolutely grand. Where the hell is this?
Right, while Joey's finding that, I'm going to run through a couple more comments. Slim Plays says, hello, a bit late today. Been back at work for the first time in a year. No way. How did it go?
Yeah, let us know.
Ryan Smith says, happy to do that method for celebrating 1,000 subs is a great option to celebrate your channel. So for me personally, it's a fantastic idea. Jessica says, hi, Strawberry and Joe. Hey, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, I found it. So the German base set, and it was accidentally, it was a misprint. It wasn't a
Oh, okay, so it's a Growler.
This is the most insane card I've ever seen. So
but it's got a gathering background. Oh my god.
So because they were printed in the same factory, they printed a Growler on the front and the Magic the Gathering on the back. That is insane grail right there. That's going to be expensive. Yeah, it's the only known example that they've ever seen.
Wow.
And then I like the miscut. Did you see the miscut?
No, I don't actually follow them on Instagram. Probably should.
Yeah, you should. So this is a printed error miscut Crobat.
Oh my god, what the hell happened there?
That's not a miscut, that is a disaster.
That's fantastic. Oh my god.
Yeah, so they do, that's why I like CGC, because PSA probably wouldn't grade that.
They wouldn't accept that at all. No. Anyway, sorry. So Slim Play says, as there are cracking down, prices may be more realistic just for the collector that does for the love and not the money. Yes, that is what we are hoping.
That's what we're here for.
Lupu says, me too. Under $10 is a must for me as well, with in regards to
the grading prices.
Yeah, Michael Scott says, when I was a little kid, I thought horseradish was made from real horses.
Fair enough.
Slim Plays says that work has been busy and more busy. Yeah,
goodness.
I'm not surprised. Feel rushed off your feet.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Oh, Joey, you didn't answer. What's your ideal? Well, you kind of did. I feel that I kind of both did.
So I love the get graded look. I like the black.
Yeah.
I like the hollow back. I like that. But yeah, just something that grades fair, doesn't have spelling mistakes. Ideally, someone like yourself that can grade like errors like CGC. My ideal one would actually probably be CGC if the labels were black.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't personally like CGC labels at all.
I mean, I know CGC have gone from the blue from their comic books, which is fair enough. They want to keep their own brand because no one else does blue, and I get it. But personally, I mean, I do like CGC slabs, but personally, the only thing that I really like about them is the fact that they do the errors and they do them properly. So, and they can identify whether it's a factory error or a printing error or it's, you know, a cut error. I like, like they said on that, a miscut, or the factory printing error where it had Magic the Gathering on the back and the Growlithe on the front, which is ridiculous. So, but yeah, I like the black. So basically, get graded if they carry on the way they are, or universal grading. I can't comment on poke grades because I've not seen them. The others I don't like. I don't like the stars. I don't like the percentages if there's ever going to be something like that. I don't like any of that stuff. I just want, you know, a nice big 10. And that it works. There's a reason why PSA, Beckett, and CGC all have numbers. It's because they work.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
I mean, I don't know. If you're trying to be different, that's fine, and you might appeal to a smaller audience, but expect a smaller audience.
Yeah.
So that's what my idea would be like. Sorry for ranting again.
No. I feel like I pretty much agree with you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And band cards. Band cards as well. I want them to do band cards.
Band?
Yeah, like the band Grimer.
Oh, band. Oh, yeah, and like the Sabrina. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Sabrina. That would be my next card to send off.
Have them labelled as band.
Yeah, have them labelled as band, yes. I am going on my Discord.
Cool. While you're going on Discord, Lupu says, I don't like black. I prefer white, navy blue, and red. Ooh, good colours.
Yeah,
Red
nice.
makes a lot of sense, actually. Red is used a lot in marketing. Do you know why red is used in marketing, Joey?
Because it's bright.
No, because it makes you hungry.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's how, red is used in a lot of, like, think about it, KFC, McDonald's,
Supermarkets.
red and yellow, supermarkets, Tesco's is red and blue. It makes you hungry, basically. Colours that are on the red scale, and that's why people use them when they're trying to sell things, because psychologically it makes you hungry.
Fair enough. I actually didn't know that. That was really interesting. Okie dokie.
Simply, it would be nice if it was an error. It would be nice if it was an error. The lower the number, the better.
I'm confused.
I'm confused too. I'm sorry. You might have to elaborate. I'm very
sorry about that.
T-Rex, hey man, how's it going?
T-Rex, thank you for coming.
And get graded. Hopefully their quality gets better over time. Yeah.
Their quality has already improved massively. I'd like to do another kind of little shout out here. I don't know whether you know, but Get Graded have actually turned to Get Global now.
Oh, so it's still GG.
Still GG. They still Get Graded, but they're Get Graded Global. So they want to open markets in Europe and the USA.
You did say that they were thinking about expanding to other countries, yeah.
Yeah, so they come out and made a statement. I don't know whether I covered it last week, but they were like, oh yeah, okay, so we're going to Get Global, and they're also doing signature authentication now as well in the future.
Yes, I love that. And that's also what I would like. Yes, that would be cool.
Yeah, that is cool, because I've got a Charles Martinet amiibo here somewhere down there, signed by the voice actor of Mario.
That's so fun.
So
I love that.
That'd be cool if I can get that authenticated.
So
on Discord, if you haven't joined my Discord, please do go and join my Discord. I try and keep it as talky as possible, but there's not too many people in it at the moment, so please come and join and talk some Pokemon. Shona wants to know, and Logan wants to know, what is your 5 favourite Pokemon?
Oh, she already covered that in a video, basically, because I just said, literally, was it last week? I did my Monster Journeys video, and it was like, what would be your Pokemon team if you chose it? So yeah, Meganium, Azumarill, Ampharos, specifically Togetic, maybe, but Togekiss is better for battle. Togetic, and
Just keep using metronome, it's fine, and just hope you get like Hyper Beam.
oh my god, who the hell did I pick as one of my last ones? I can't even remember.
So basically a Gen 2 team then.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Gen 2 team, yeah.
Amazing, that's fine.
Yeah. I can't remember who the last one was, but Joey, what's yours?
I'm so bloody generic, so I'm a Gen 1er, of course. And I hate to say it, but I would absolutely have Pikachu in my team just because he's so damn cute.
I've remembered the last one, sorry. Goodra.
Oh yeah, Goodra.
Goodra!
What's a Goodra?
Goodra's from, oh my god, Joey. Goodra's from X, is it from X and Y? Yeah, it's from X and Y. Goodra.
Okay, you show me Goodra.
I will show you Goodra. When it wants to sort itself out. Hey,
oh, yeah. It's dragon, isn't it? Dragon type.
Yeah. It's dragon type, yeah. Sorry, I've got to fix the color. There we go, color. There we go.
Cool. So yeah, I'll have Pikachu. I prefer Haunter, but I'd have Gengar just because Gengar's OP.
Yeah.
Nidoking, because Nidoking just looks sick.
Yeah.
It's a really hard question. I'll probably have Blaziken because I just like Blaziken. I think he's cool. Need some fire. Need some fire in there. He is a piece of KFC, isn't he? And I see there's so many I could choose. I'm trying to vary it so at least it's not just Gen 1 Pokemon, and it's really difficult.
I'm just biased, I won't lie. Goodra is like literally. Yeah, I did also have in my team a Frostmoth. And then we were allowed to choose 3 rotating Pokemon as well. So I chose Gengar, Dustform, Lycanroc, and Sylveon. So, but the majority of that team is very Gen 2.
I think I'd have an Umbreon or a Houndoom.
Yeah. Oh, good choice with the Houndoom.
Yeah, it just looks cool.
He is he is typically cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, yeah, that would be my team. I probably could have like a 20-team Pokemon team, but I if I was to just choose just 5, it'd probably be them. So I always typically have in my team, like even in my sword team, I've got a Pikachu level 100. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite legendary?
I'd probably say Mewtwo. I know I'm going with the Gen 1 again. I very generic, I know. I just think he looks bloody cool. Do you like Lugia though? I actually can't say
Lugia is a good boy.
I can't think of a legendary Pokemon that I actually dislike the look of. I just have ones that I prefer.
I didn't like Dialga and Palkia when they were first announced, but they have grown on me a lot.
They're okay. I think they're not bad.
Yeah, I also didn't like White and Black Kyurem, specifically from Black and White 2 when they were announced. But again, they've grown on me.
Again, they're not my favourites, but I wouldn't be like, oh no, they're badly designed. I think they're okay. I'd probably say like.
I actually do think that Black Kyurem and White Kyurem are technically badly designed. They're very busy. And when you look at their silhouettes, it's hard to identify exactly what's going on, which is a characteristic of a typical bad design.
I can see what you're saying.
That doesn't mean that they haven't grown on me.
Yeah. I actually, not a legendary, but it's just popped to my head for some reason. I actually like Red Gyarados as well in Silver.
Yes, Red Gyarados, yeah.
Red Gyarados. I remember seeing it. I was like, why the hell is that red?
I know, right?
But I want it. Really bad. So, that's a good question. Thank you for that, Shona. Of course, a Patreon. Thank you very much.
Oh, the comments have said, the comments have said, Lupu says that their favourite Pokemon is Persian, Clefable, and Charizard. Yes, Clefable. Love a Clefable.
Oh yeah, great shout.
Azumarill. No, I did say Azumarill.
Yeah, you did.
T-Rex says Blaziken, Groudon, Rayquaza, Flygon, and Dragapult. Wow, that is an OPT.
Yeah, don't fight me with that team because my Pikachu will cry.
Lupu says if Pokemon you dislike the most, for them it's Honedge/Doublade.
Yeah.
Mine's Vanillish.
Mine's Vanillish as well. We spoke about this, didn't we? It's like, who would make an ice cream Pokemon? What are you doing?
And Liddy says, but when you see the trash design of today, the Met of all time suddenly gets better. Yeah,
no, absolutely agree with that. You all of a sudden think, actually, that trash that we thought, that trash from 10 years ago, all of a sudden, unknown looks OP. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
oh dear. That's pretty funny.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I agree. That's funny. We got some comments to catch up on.
No, Lydia also said, I was just flicking through, Slim clarified, so if it's a 10 on the error cards with the lower grade thing, so if it was a 10, it's the perfect card, and if it's an error, it's not perfect, so the lower the better grade, as it's not perfect. I think I understand where you're going with that. I
understand, but you can still have off-center, like PSA do this thing called OC 10s, which means off-center 10s, which means the card is a flawless card, but it's just completely off-center.
Yeah.
Which is super rare.
Liddy says, when you see big names with long-time experts like PSA having trouble to authenticate some cards, seeing Get Graded starting to do that seems like a complete joke to me.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't understand the thing.
When you see big names with long-time experts like PSA, so having trouble to authenticate some cards, and then Get Graded start doing it, it seems like it makes PSA seem like a joke, is I think what they're trying to say.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because they're struggling, and then Get Graded just coming in like, what are you talking about? We're all good.
Yeah, it's fine, easy peasy.
Yeah. And that is also Klefki. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's us all caught up on comments.
What is that? It looks like something that a baby would use to teeth on.
God, it does, doesn't it? Oh my god, it does. I know exactly what toy you're talking about.
Now I hate it even more than I already did.
Oh, why would you do this to me, Joey?
Sorry. Okay, so we just Shona asked us about the 5 favorite Pokemon. Thank you for that. Enderlemon asked, what do you guys think of the upcoming Sinnoh remakes from what we've seen so far?
Already covered this in great deal on previous podcasts, haven't we, Joey?
They look like little people.
Yeah, I think the general. I can personally, I think Joey in general just doesn't really like him.
I just think they look very, very squashed.
I understand why they've done it.
I understand why they've done it.
So I don't feel as mad. I don't personally like the aesthetic, but do I understand it? Yes. Therefore, I'm not as angry.
I absolutely agree. I'm still confused, but I agree. They still look squashed to me, but hopefully the Pokemon look better.
Really feel like Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl is literally just going to be a massive advert for Arceus, which is, let's face it, the real Gen 4 remake that we're all excited for.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. So BTG Card Collectors has asked, how will all the PSA returns affect the market?
I think that you actually stated that earlier, didn't you, Joey?
Yes, I think that the market's just going to go...
Agreed.
It's going to pancake on itself.
Yeah. There'll be this huge wave. They come in, and all of a sudden we're going to be too spoilt for choice. It'll force the prices down so that items get sold.
Do you know what? Do you know? This is the best way to describe it. It's like putting batter mix into a cupcake thingy, expecting to hopefully make a Yorkshire pudding, and you're watching it, and it's puffing in the oven, and it's getting nice and big, right? Have you ever done that? Have you ever made Yorkshire pudding? Yeah. So it's puffing and getting in the oven, and everyone's getting excited because obviously they're seeing all these sick cards go to PSA, and then all of a sudden you pull it out, and it gets back to you, and the Yorkshire pudding just goes and just goes flat.
That's amazing. That's such a great analogy.
I'm really hungry. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry. Oh my
But
god,
yeah.
no, that was a great analogy.
Okay, I'm glad you knew what I meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
I basically I think the market's just going to completely cave in on itself, and everyone's going to have all these PSA cards, and they're all going to be trying to flip them and sell them off, and everybody else is going to be trying to do the same. So you're going to have to lower the price of your card to outdo John from down the road, who's got the exact same card as you, and he's selling it for a tenner cheaper. Then you're all of a sudden going to have to go a tenner cheaper. Well, he's like, okay, well I'm going to go a tenner cheaper again. You're just going to get to a point where it's just going to be, you know, just over raw value, and it's pointless.
Yep.
Which is why Get Graded, in my opinion, is a good thing, because it will make the UK market, because there's not as many Get Graded cards.
Starting to be, seriously, eBay it. There is a surprising amount on there.
Well, this guy sent 1,500 cards to Get Graded, so they're all probably his.
Fair point.
Oh, God, kill me. I'm done for the day.
What other questions have we got?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's me, isn't it? Oh, God, what am I doing? Hollow Raichu asks, do you think the landscape of Pokemon cards has been changed irreversibly, or do you see it being able to return to where it was, say, 18 months ago?
What do you think, Joey?
So a lot of hype's come in through Pokemon at the moment, through obviously all these YouTubers that don't have a bloody clue what they're saying, which has caused a lot of unnecessary and overhyping of certain products that personally I think are terrible. So, like, you can't get hold of sets that are awful because they've been oversold by massive YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Take those YouTubers out to the equation, what do you have? You have people just like us left.
Yeah. And the Instagram community, they're pretty good.
Yeah, the Instagram community are okay. I mean, obviously you have, you know, the 6 grading companies that have popped up out of thin air on there at the moment, but, you know.
Well, that is true. In general, I don't know. In general, I think that Instagram, like, I haven't seen too many brand new accounts pop up on Instagram like that are just there for the fan, because a lot of people that have Instagram accounts because of their love for Pokemon are doing that because they want to showcase their beautiful cards, because they want to show their beautiful collection. They're doing it actually for the love of it, not just for the money and the flipping.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen a lot of new just created accounts come out that haven't been does that make sense, that are like that? Yeah,
it does make sense. I mean, there are, like we spoke about before, there's been a lot of accounts that are new shops, bedroom shops, have been trying to make money. Lots of new, there's been I've never ever known so many shops to try and sell Pokemon cards. Like, there's shops like, for example, Selfridges. I didn't even know they sold Pokemon cards, but guess what? Apparently they do.
I was fully shook when you told me earlier.
No, I've got the box to prove it, guys.
I associate Selfridges with getting sushi and perfume and, like, real fancy stuff, not Pokemon cards.
Selfridges.
Yep.
Got the box to prove it, guys. So, obviously, they want to get in on the hype, but they actually get stock, unlike everybody else, because they're a proper shop front. So, yeah.
Do you think it will return to how it was?
Yeah, is my answer. Because everyone will leave. Everyone that was in for the hype and the money and the investment will try and flip their PSA cards, panic because they can't sell them, drop the price, think this is terrible because they're like, well, I've not made any money, so this is shit, and then just leave. Yep. So, and I hope they do. And then the hobby can go back to normal, and everybody that actually genuinely likes Pokemon, or likes just, because I know people that aren't hugely into Pokemon, but they will just collect the cards because they like the cards, which is fine.
Don't be wrong. Like, I personally think that the community will still be a bit bigger, because, like, Logan Paul had loads of eyes on him. Some of those people that saw it will have been doing it for the money, and some of them will have done it and gone, oh my god, Pokemon cards, I forgot about those. I wonder what's down my local Tesco's or such and such.
No, absolutely.
And I think the community will be bigger, but I don't think it's going to change the type of people in it.
No.
So realistically, we will go back to how we were because the type of people will be the same that remain afterwards.
Absolutely. It'll be the people who genuinely like Pokemon. All the investors and I'm just going to call them angry people, they will leave because they're impatient and they're not knowledgeable enough to stay in the hobby. Whereas the people who have watched Logan Paul and are like, oh, Pokemon, I remember that, like the people you've said, they will stick around because they like Pokemon, but they just needed... Logan Paul, you know, he's actually made some really good points. And he's said he's not made Pokemon famous. He's just made people remember that how good Pokemon is. And I actually agree with that. People forgot because they're adulting now more than likely. And you know, they don't have the time, they don't have the money, they've got kids, they've got mortgages, etc. But they've watched Logan Paul and they're like, Pokemon, I love that. Gone down their Tesco's, bought some cards, pulled a sick card, and they're like, I love this. Yep. And they're getting into it more and more and more within their budget, which is great, and I love that. And that's not the type of stuff I'm angry with. I think a lot of people see me and they're like, you know, they misunderstand what I'm angry about. So I'm not angry with that. I'm happy with that.
Just to clarify, we're not gatekeeping.
Yeah, like I'm happy that people love Pokemon. That's not what I'm about. What makes me angry is people that see Logan Paul, they go to Tesco's, they buy the entire shelf, and there's nothing left for any of us. Send their cards to PSA because they then want to sell you that card that you could have potentially bought for 50 times the price because the PSA graded it. That's not what I'm about. That's not what makes me happy. That's what makes me angry because they want to make money out of you as a fan. And that's not what we want in the community, nor what we need. What we need is people looking out for each other. And I think people also get confused. If the card is vintage, that is entirely different. That is entirely different. Yeah. Because obviously that card is years old. Like, I wouldn't, you know, sell you a Pikachu like this Pikachu for £5, what you could have got it in, you know, 1999. I wouldn't sell it for £5 because it's 20 years old, and it's vintage and it's a first edition, and I wouldn't sell it for £5. But, you know, this Pikachu that has come out this, you know, the end of last year, this Pikachu, I wouldn't sell you this for $2,000 because it's just not worth it. Yeah. But some people do try.
They really do try. £25,000 Bulbasaur, guys.
Oh, don't start me.
I gotta say, anyway. Real quick. Liddy says, no, I meant what's the pedigree of Get Graded to propose such a tricky feature? Even their main grader doesn't know PSA give half grades.
I don't actually know who Get Graded's main grader is. I'm not even, you know, I'm not going to come out and say that I know who it is because I don't. I know who the owner is because he spoke to me. But as for the graders, as for anything to do with Get Graded other than the owner, no idea who it is or what it is.
Also, you can get a 9 off-cut, but you can't get any qualifier grade for a 10 gem mint card. So 10 off-cut isn't possible. So it's for 10 miscut or 10 off-center. No, OF. I don't know what OF is.
I don't know. Off-center. I've seen a 10 OC before. I'm sure I have. I'll check.
I actually don't know. Lupu says, do you think the 2020 pre-release Charizard worth investing? Yes, very much so.
What's that? Sorry, what was the question?
Do we think that the 2020 pre-release Charizard is worth investing? I'm pretty sure they're talking about the Vivid Voltage pre-release Charizard with the stamp of Vivid Voltage on it. Yes.
Oh yeah, any pre-release 100%. In my opinion, any pre-release is worth invested in. I've got some generations that are pre-release sealed.
Yeah, but if you're in general, if there's a pre-release Charizard, get it and keep it for 20 years.
Yeah. Out of focus. So. Oh, nice. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm not going to lie. That shows what I know.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for educating us. T-Rex wants to know, what are the awful sets, in your opinion, that people are trying to flog?
So, a lot of people hate Rebel Clash. Don't know why, personally. I'm not saying that I love it. I personally wouldn't go out and buy it. But
Yeah.
if you're talking about terrible sets, that's thrown out a lot as a terrible set. Personally, for me, a terrible set's Champion's Path. I hate that set with all my heart. Like,
I haven't opened any of it, so I can't
yeah,
comment.
bloody don't. It's a waste of money. And obviously it's a Charizard chasing set. There's 3 Charizards in that set. You've got you've got the promo Charizard that you get in the ETBs.
Yeah.
You've got the shiny black Charizard, which is the same as the promo Charizard, just painted in black. And then the Rainbow VMAX Charizard, which is the same as the Darkness Ablaze Charizard.
Yeah. Charizard chasing.
Yeah, but I just can't justify opening Champion's Path. I opened some when it first came out. I've got a Champion's Path up there sealed. I've got an ETB here somewhere sealed, and a Champion's Path gym badge, pin badge set. With the ghost trainer. What's his bloody name? Alistair, that's it. Yeah, so it's his, and the fighting one, I believe. I can't remember her name either.
B.
That's the one. I'm terrible with names, by the way, guys. If I ever forget your name, please don't shout at me. I just can't remember them.
B is Bay.
B is Bay. Yeah. So yeah, don't open Champion's Path. Just to tell you what, I'll go as far as to say, just don't buy it. Don't even open it. Don't buy it. Just buy something else.
Phil and T-Rex agree with you.
Yeah.
And then Luffy says, the Pokemon YouTuber now is hyping MetaZoo. I don't like anybody to hype anything, including Pokemon. The hype is too high. I can't even buy anything.
Yeah.
We feel you.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I personally, I try not to hype things too much, just because obviously I don't have as much of a view account as, say, Logan Paul or whatever, or you know, PokeRev or whatever, you know, these bigger Pokemon YouTubers, or I wouldn't even call Logan Paul a Pokemon YouTuber, but I wouldn't hype things too much. But if I do get excited, it's genuine excitement. It's not hyping or overhyping, it's just excitement from me. Like, I can't, I know it's pathetic, but I can't help but get excited over Pokemon Snap, and that's not me, you know, hyping about it. That's just me being excited about it, because I genuinely am. So, like, because I know you have these YouTubers that will open cards, and they're so hyped, and they like, and a terrible one for it is Leon Hart, and I know he's got a huge following. So
it's dinner and a show.
Yeah, he at the end of the day, and I've spoke about this before, at the end of the day, he's an actor. He might be excited, but most of it is acting.
Yeah.
So
it
is what it is, unfortunately, and that's the way it is. And
it's also like, it's a very easy hole to fall into with YouTube, because you get better views when you're more excited and more excitable. Like, I think that you guys will probably agree that in my videos I'm a little different person to what you see, like, when I'm sitting here just chilling and chatting, because you do have to be like, especially when you're doing reaction stuff, right? You have to be a bit like, oh, okay, every little emotion I feel, I have to make sure I'm displaying that properly. Because normally those small emotions, you keep them inside, right? But when you're reacting to things, whether that be Pokemon cards, anime episodes, etc., when you, even that you're feeling it, and you have to be like, oh, I'm feeling that, I have to display that. I have to make sure I put that into words so that people know that I'm feeling it. So not just sitting here looking bland. Yeah,
exactly. And like, that's not an overreaction, that's just displaying your emotions, because sometimes you can't physically see them. Like, if you're getting excited over anime tofu and you're getting like butterflies, well, I can't see your stomach getting butterflies. Exactly. So you're going to have to show it.
Yeah, so I have to do a bit more of a high-pitched voice and things like that.
So excitement is fine, and showing excitement is great, because that's what we love. We love Pokemon, that's why we're all watching. But
there is also something to be said. There is also something to be said for doing the same thing over and over and over again, especially on a daily basis. I used to do reaction videos for just in general, just like new trailers for like films and stuff. And I would find that if I had to record like 3 in a day, because you kind of get into it. You get into it, and you kind of like, and you're riding this roller coaster, and by the time the third one comes around, very often if I filmed 3 reactions in one day, that third one would make me cry, no matter what it was. Didn't matter what it was, but I was just like so wrapped up in those emotions. Because you're in a bubble as well with the headphones and everything like that. You can't really perceive the world around you. You're in your studio, you're in your office, you've got your curtains shut for the good lighting and stuff like that. You can't, like, you're very in your zone. You're very in your zone. Very often by that third one, I would cry just because I was so absorbed by the emotions that I was feeling.
Yeah.
It's a very specific thing, the YouTube recording experience.
Yeah, and it is emotionally draining as well sometimes. Like, I'm so bloody tired. Like right now, we've been filming now for 3 hours and 5 minutes, and my brain is like, oh my god, I need food and sleep. But yeah, it's unfortunately you have got the overacting though, and it happens.
Which PokeTuber YouTuber would usually type things so I will pay attention and watch out? Hype things, I think, I'm going to assume is what you meant to type instead of type. Leon Hart hypes things up overly. Unlisted Leaf also hypes things up a bit more, but again, I feel like Unlisted Leaf falls into that trap of he is doing it every single day and he's filming for long hours, and so he falls into that emotional trap that I was just talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't, obviously I'm not assuming that you've watched them, but I was watching something with TGF Bros the other day.
I don't know those.
Okay, so they're basically, you know who Jackass are, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, so they're basically the Jackass of YouTube. They're two guys from Birmingham, young guys like our sort of age, and they do stunts and stupid things, and like they've got like, I'm pretty sure like 20 million subs. They've got a lot of subs, and they were other day they were on and they were saying, guys, what we do basically, I don't think you understand. Yes, it can hurt us, and yes, we are in danger, but a lot of what you see, it is overacting, and it is this and it is that, and he's like, but we have to, because if we didn't overact and we didn't get injured and we didn't, fall over and roll around when something hit us, you wouldn't watch.
Yeah, another one that overacts. Kill him overacts. But you know what? I still enjoy his content.
I don't know who that is, sorry.
No, it's alright. Yeah, but he does like 24-hour challenges and things like that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, personally, from a point of view from me, I mean, I just get dead excited over the stupidest things. I just get really excited. I don't know why. Obviously, I do have to like you say, you have the slightest emotional feeling, and you do have to, you have to show that, obviously. So it can
Otherwise, it's bad entertainment.
Yeah, otherwise it just doesn't work. Obviously, if I'm not screaming at Pokemon Snap because I physically am on the inside, if I'm not screaming on the outside, how are you guys going to know I'm not screaming on the inside? So
exactly.
It is what it is.
Yep, it is. Right, sorry, we waffled on about that for ages.
No, that's fine. I think that's all the questions.
Hey!
So yeah, Hollow Raichu's was the last one.
Cool, awesome.
So that's 3 hour and 10 minutes of my life gone.
Bye-bye!
Bye! But yeah, so any questions in the comments, guys? We have 19 people watching, which is amazing, by the way, so thank you so much.
Yeah, make sure you hit the like button, guys. 16 likes and 19 people watching. That's a good ratio.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the Patreon if you would like to, of course. It supports the channel. It enables us to buy more packs to open for you guys. More than likely, don't keep anything unless you specifically buy something for me, which isn't very often. So, like the Shining Fates, like I said, my Patreons helped me buy these. And of course, they got free packs. The top tier Patreons got free packs. So, and they're unable to buy Shining Fates anyway because they can't find them anywhere. So, and of course, you get choice of, what videos I make next. You get shout outs and all that jazz. And you also get priority to buy packs in the Saturday breaks, which is awesome. And I love doing for you guys. So thank you for letting me do those. What do you have coming this week, Tofu?
Oh, I do actually have stuff planned. I don't know whether I'll be able to get it out this week because of in real life hecticness. I like saying to Joey, like by the time 1:30 rolls around, I am like dying on the sofa from exhaustion
Yeah.
at the moment. But I am currently doing, so when I did my Monster Journeys video, I basically said at the beginning of it, like, oh, so we're kind of designing a Pokemon original character, but without the actual physical design. And shout out in the comments if you wanted the physical design, and people would like the physical design drawing. So I'm drawing myself as a Pokemon trainer, but I'm doing it as a educational, how to design a Pokemon trainer original character, how to design a Pokemon trainer.
That's amazing.
I'm analysing the balls out of it as per usual.
Yes.
And
over-analysing more than likely.
yeah, probably, but there we go.
That's what makes
yes.
good content. That's why your channel's so good, because you so friggin' detailed on everything.
But yeah, so this really stupid thing, right, is I actually so I forgot in my video I advertised, I was like, oh, I think I'd be a Pokemon professor because I overanalyze everything. And then when I was drawing my character, I didn't draw them as a professor, I drew them as a trainer, and I was like, for Christ's sakes. But actually, that makes sense. Now I've got a little series that I can do. I can do how to design a Pokemon trainer, I can do how to design a Pokemon professor, I can do how to design a Pokemon gym leader, and I can do how to design starter Pokemon. Because there's a lot of Fakemon stuff going on around. There's a lot of fan games, like you said.
Yes.
At the moment, and so I think that these are genuinely going to be things that people want to know how to do these designs in the Pokemon style themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is what we're rolling with.
Okay. Awesome. That's really good. What do you draw on?
I draw on a Huawei MediaPad T5 Lite.
Amazing. Because I was looking at tablets the other day. I was like, I'd love a tablet just so I
got mine on Very on credit. Yeah, very.co.uk. I got it on credit for £250.
Amazing. Okay, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, and I just use a free program called Ibis Paint.
It's free.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do have a.
Do you not have like a watermark on it or anything?
Nope. Nada.
Oh,
no.
cool.
So you can. So you have. It works in that you only have a set amount of basic brushes that are free, and if you want to unlock the brushes, you can either watch a 30-second advert and unlock the brushes for 24 hours. Which makes sense because then that company gets money because advert.
Yeah.
Or you can pay. I can't remember how much it is. Or you can just pay to unlock it or unlock all of the brushes in general. But I haven't needed to yet, so I just haven't.
That makes perfect sense. So that sounds really good. I'll look forward to that.
I do have a Whack on Bamboo hanging around somewhere, but it's one of those ones that you have to like sit and have on your lap or on your desk while you look at the screen, and the hand-eye coordination doesn't go very well for me.
Oh no, I'd be terrible at that.
Yeah, so I needed something I was going to be able to draw on the screen of.
Yeah, you'll have to message me the name of that because I've got actually my phone's a Huawei, so.
Hey, nice.
So,
there you go.
I'd have to. I like Huawei's.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a few more comments, I believe.
Hey. Phil says, what do you think about Get Graded? I feel like we've covered that quite a lot.
We've covered that. Yeah, they're all right. I like them personally.
Tofu and Joey, can you please show us your Pokemon card collections, like grading cards, etc.? I only have 2 graded cards. They're in the background.
I don't know which to show you. I don't know. I'll just show you this one.
These are the only 2 graded cards that I have.
Okay.
They are a Meganium Expedition base set 1st edition in Japanese and a Delta species Meganium.
I like your Meganiums. I don't own any Meganiums. These are my 2 favourites. So, Red Cheeks and Yellow Cheeks Pikachu 1st edition base set Shadowless. I've actually got them for sale at the moment for 1,500, but no one's buying them. So I'll just keep them.
Yeah, and then I'm working on my base set things with the hollows and the stuffs, and it goes into fossil, etc.
Jungle,
and then
fossil.
Jungle. Yeah,
that's a big folder.
It's the original. It's from the 90s.
I've got a 90s folder somewhere. I took half of my base sets out though to put into another folder, and then just end up sleeving them and putting them in this drawer.
And then that's the one. Other original 90s folder.
That's the one I've got.
Yeah.
So I've got like in this drawer here, I've got like these are all my cards that are already tabbed, waiting to go to grading. So like,
oh, nice. Yay, Leon. Leon's a good card.
yeah, Leon is a cool card. So they're all in a drawer waiting to go to grade
Yeah.
when I
But
can
honestly,
eventually afford it.
It would be hard to show you my whole collection because it's just thousands of cards sitting behind here in like different boxes.
I'm the same. I would like to do a video of possibly my top 10 favorite cards, but again, I think that'd be really difficult. So I might have to do a top 10 of different sets, maybe. Well,
maybe.
We'll have to wait and see about that.
Top 10 Wizards of the Coast cards?
Yeah, like that sort of thing, like a top 10 Wizard of the Coast Pokemon cards, or like my top 10 personal favorites that I own, because I know there's Wizard of the Coast cards that are sick that I don't own.
Yeah.
So...
like good old Crystal Charizard or Crystal Pokemon, the Crystal Lugia, man. Crystal Lugia.
Yeah, I like the Crystal Nidoking as well.
Oh, and that one. I forgot about that.
Damn it.
And then Me Mega says, can Gardevoir breed with humans? Good question, not a clue. Hopefully not.
That's weird. That's a very strange question.
Phil says, I was shocked at some of your returns for saying they were pack fresh.
Yeah, they were pack fresh, but the problem is a lot of pack fresh cards still aren't mint because they could be cut poorly, especially with the amount of cards that Pokemon were trying to pump out at the time. The Vivid Vault was printed very poorly, so a lot of them were off center. A lot of them had silver in straight out of the pack. They had silver in some of them, so they weren't great.
This is Vivid Voltage, right? Drapion V. I was having a look at it. It literally, I pulled it and it went straight in this little penny sleeve, and that's it. That's where it stayed. I took it out the other day just to have a nosy at it. Oh my god, the silver ring round the edges. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It looks like it's so battered. Why is it so battered?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just unfortunately it's a really poorly printed set, unfortunately. And it's a shame because it's a nice set. It's a nice looking set.
It's a really nice looking set, especially like the amazing rares, and you got Chonky Chew, obviously.
Yeah, like this obviously got a 9, but Surface's got an 8. As a pack fresh card, they've got an 8.
Oh my god.
So he looks very full, doesn't he? Bless him.
Yeah. All right, Lupu. She says, or he. I'm sorry, I don't know what your pronouns are. Please do top 10 Joey and Tofu. All right. I'm sure that's something we can arrange.
We can arrange that.
I think I already did that video about a year and a half ago, but I can do that again.
Yeah, we can update, can't we? Okay,
Yeah,
I think that's all I've got for today.
Yeah, it's definitely all I've got for today.
And as I usually say, I don't think the video is going to last past an hour. And here we are, sat at 3 minutes and 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, so we're sitting there at 3:30, guys, doing sound checks, and Joey's like, I don't think I've got a lot. I've only got 7 pages of things to go through. Really, Joey? Only 7 pages? Not a lot up my ass.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's my fault.
No, I'm not saying it in a bad way.
We always go off into little tangents. We get too passionate about these types of things.
We really do.
We should start meeting more than once a week. But yeah. But no, we'll stick to the Mondays. So, Get Graded famous for their 6 in Surface, pack fresh. Yeah, exactly. Lindy knows. Is it Lindy?
I think it's Liddy.
Liddy? Sorry.
Liddy, yeah. And then Phil says, cheers for answering questions, both of you. Are subscribed. Yay! Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Phil. That's really kind of you. If anyone has any more questions, please do say now or forever hold your peace until next Monday. To
be fair, hold your peace because I need to go pee at some point. My bladder can't take it anymore.
Okay, no, we'll leave it there for today, guys. If you have any more questions, please do join our Discords. Mine's in the description. Tofu can add hers to my Discord anyway if anyone's joined Tofu's. Please do subscribe to myself and Tofu. Links are in the description for Tofu. Obviously, mine's just hit the subscribe button. Please do like this video as well. Thank you so much, guys. You've all been amazing. Get Graded video should be out this week. Returns review should hopefully be out this week, if not next week. I shall see you all Saturday anyway, because obviously we've got the Shining Fates box break. I've got 5 packs left from now So if you want some packs of 3 max per person, £6 a pack, and £1 postage, inbox me on Instagram, Discord, Facebook, all that jazz. Let me know. I should have 12 more packs by tomorrow anyway, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching, guys. All the best for the week, guys, and we shall see you guys next Monday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, because this has worked out well.
Yeah, this is our time now. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week, and take care, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.